stranger to you, Andrew. Number 10 is Riley.
Yeah, Riley Corbett.
Your son Riley. He's down at the road end of the ground,
Yep.
the entrance to the sports ground. So that's the southern end.
Yes. Yeah, Ganmain's kicking to the right of screen there.
Yep.
And Miranda's kicking to the railway end, the left of screen there. And yeah, Riley's the leading goal kicker for the Lions at this stage in the RFL.
So just a bit of breeze on the Australia flag on the scoreboard. Ball in the middle, all yours, Andrew.
Yeah, umpire Alex Manley throws the ball up, and it's won by young Hutchison from Narrandera. Bursting through is Jesse Lander for Ganmain. And there's a bit of a scramble there now at the moment, a bit of contested ball, and umpire Alex Manley will take the ball and ball it up to continue play.
First ball up of the game, didn't go far from the centre. Yours, Andrew.
Once again, Jacob Olsen wins the tap to Jack Sussay. The ball's wrapped up again there. Play on, says the umpire. It's knocked forward towards Narrandera's way. Still congested, no clear ball there at the moment. And the umpire's going to ball it up once again.
We haven't got 5 metres from the centre. Yep, that can happen on days like this.
Ganmain seems to be pretty settled in their positions from previous game. At full back they've got Josh Walsh, Luke Walsh. John O'Neville's in his role there at defence. And once again the umpire throws it up. It's a tap again from Olsen. It's gone Narrandera's way. The ball hasn't moved out of the centre circle in the last minute. The umpire will ball it up again.
Andrew, you get the feeling that the umpire might shortly here play a free kick just to clear the scrimmage?
Yes, that could be the case, just to get it out of that area. Olsen wins the ruck again, straight down to Aaron Proctor, who gets it on his left foot forward. Racing out to the ball is Riley Corbett and Tommy Anderson. Tommy Anderson picks it up one hand, gives it to Matt Hamlin, fires in a pass onto the chest of Kai Watts. And he's going to kick long to the square. Dan Foley's in front here. Attempts the one out of mark. Jack McKeag bounds right in front and hooks it through for a goal. The first score for Ganmain. Jack McKeag had a terrific game against Coolman. Kicked 4 goals in that role as a half forward, playing front and centre of the pack there, and he's been in good form. Became a father there 6 weeks ago to young Cecilia, him and Kim Butler. So congratulations to Jack. It was great news.
Andrew, he just swooped on that ball, just like he said, against Coolman there 3 weeks ago. So Jack's just picked up where he left off on that game.
Yes.
He really had a top second half in that game, from what I can remember. Ball's back in the centre now. Didn't take long for the Lions to register a score.
Yes, so up in the ruck again. Olsen taps down to Jesse Lander. Having trouble clearing that area. It's toe poked forward there by Jesse Lander, who runs onto the ball, picked up by Tommy Anderson. Ducked the head, but the umpire says play on. Lander fires one into the forward line, and it's marked by Narrandera deep in defence. Their coach, Jordan Headington, takes the ball away, kicks wide, and the ball's gone out over the boundary line to be thrown in on the far side.
So the ball's gone out there. The ball will be thrown in on the true half-forward flank for the Lions, just in front of the DJ's tyres. So that's David Jones has got that business out there at Bowman. So if you want to get out there to Bowman for all your truck tyres and tractor tyre repairs.
Yes, he does a very good job there. Olsen taps the ball down to Aaron Proctor, eludes him. Jack Sussay charges through, a hand pass out to Tommy Anderson on his left foot, fires it into Kai Watts there at full forward. The ball hits the deck. Narrandera try to run it through, but no, it's played on. Kai Watts gathers the ball.
Umpire's blown it out of bounds there, Andrew, so there'll be a throw in the right forward pocket for the Lions.
Very congested there in the forward line for Ganmain at the moment. Dan Foley to take the ruck for the Lions against young Hutchins from Narrandera. The ball smothered there deep in the pocket. Jack McKeag charges forward, and it's forced over the line for a behind.
So there we got it now. We've got 1 goal, 1 behind for the Lions. The Eagles yet to score. So at that end of the ground, of course, we've got sponsorship there from the Ganmain Bowling Club. The ball about to be kicked in.
Yeah, Luke McKay kicks the ball in for Narrandera. Their big recruit from Belconnen in the AFL Canberra Football League. It's taken a good mark by Angus Durnham. He kicks it down to the wing. Ball spoiled by Matty Hamlin, picked up by Kirk McMahon. Fires a handball out to Luke Walsh. He kicks back in field and finds the coach, captain coach in Sam Martin. He switches the ball across to Luke Walsh, Ben Walsh, and he fires a long one in, but the mark is spilt by Narrandera across half forward there. Kai Watts handballs out to Riley Corbett. He fires one back into the forward line. Jack McKegg over the back, but it's kept in by Jack McKegg. And there's a tussle there for the ball, and the umpire is going to ball it up here deep in the Lions forward pocket, left forward pocket.
Yes, another ball up in front of the Red Star sign. Insurance brokers, need any of your insurance sorted out, they're the guys to see. Boundary throw in, Andrew.
Yes, another throw in again, and you've seen in that last passage of play the Lions able to switch the ball across half back there. They've been very good at that this year, getting it out on the fat side and then pushing it down deep into their forward line. So Narrandera's picked up the ball here across half back and by young Grinter and kicked it out onto the far wing to Metcalf, who's taken a mark. He's kicked the ball long, but it's been intercepted now by Sam Martin, their captain coach.
Of the Lions.
Yep. He's been a very good player, Sam. He's was on the rookie list at the Adelaide Crows. Come from Marimbula as a young boy, and was on their list for 3 or 4 years, and played for Woodville West Torrens in the Sandford Football League before joining Canberra Demons, and then got appointed coach of Ganmain in 2021. Free kick here
Andrew,
to the Lions.
Not sure what it was for. Might have been a high tackle, was it?
Goes to Kirk Mahon. Kirk's lives in Melbourne. Played with the Uni Blues in 2019 and 18 in the Victorian Amateurs Football League. So he's passed it to Ben Walsh. He's kicked a long one in. Jack Sussay attempts to mark there. The ball spills the ground. Picked up by Tommy Anderson. Swings back around. It's marked on the goal line by Luke McKay for Narrandera.
Tommy Anderson has been a live wire pick up for the Lions. Andrew?
Yes, he's having a very good year, Tom. He's really trained hard through the pre-season, and he's in good form this year. Ball picked up by Jesse Land, who kicks it in long. Play on, says the umpire.
No free kick. Riley thought he might have got a free kick for pushing the back.
Yeah, no, there's no free kick there, and there'll be a free kick though to Tommy Anderson for a hit high there, and he'll have a shot from goal on a 45-degree angle, only about 10 metres out.
Andrew, we really shouldn't have any trouble kicking this goal. It should be bread and butter for him.
Yes, he shouldn't have too much trouble kicking this one, so he just pokes it through, and that's Ganmain's second goal.
So the goal umpire doesn't move, signals a goal. So that takes the Lions to 2 goals, 1 behind. 13. So then the ball will be transferred back in the centre. Andrew, it's good to see a coach, I reckon, play in the back line. They can get a good view of their team. Sam seems to be pretty strong in that department.
Yes, he really enjoys that role. He's a very positive coach, and he's been very good with his tactics and game plan that he's brought to the club, and he's able to sort of read the game from there. He's not so much of an inside player. He's more of an attacking halfback flanker, and the role suits him very well.
So ball back in the middle after that.
Michael Rothney's got the free kick. Michael comes from Orange, and he's kicked it forward to the chest of Riley Corbett, who spilt the mark. It's come out to the wing to Luke McKay here for Miranda. He goes back inside and sends it long.
Nice long kick to the Eagles forward line. Yep,
and it's hit the deck, gathered in by Luke Walsh, who kicks it out the far side to Tom Sussay. The ball hits the ground, but he's able to gather it in now. Hand pass back to Tommy Anderson. And Ganmain look to take control here. Back inside to Ben Walsh across half back there for the Lions. He switches once again across to John O'Neville, new recruit this year. Jono works out at Bulls Run. He's kicked the ball to the wing to Matt Kanagi, who sends it into Michael Rothney, who's dropped the mark. Regathers.
Under pressure, but he's recovered. Puts the ball on takes a bounce. Matt Hamlin taken high, I'd say.
Yeah, he's taken high there, receives the free kick.
Too far out to score in.
Yeah, he's too far out, and he passes the ball right onto the chest of Kai Watts, who's on the right side for a left footer. He'll line up for goal.
Kick from 45.
Yeah, about 45 metres out. in this right-hand pocket.
What chance, Andrew? What's his goal kicking ability?
Oh, he's probably kicked 50%, Kai. He's a very good soccer player, Kai. Plays for Wagga United in the Wagga competition. And he's came to the club from as a North Wagga junior. He played previously up in the Inner West Magpies, but that kick's gone across the face of goal and out of bounds.
The ball's cleared the pack and it's gone out of bounds in front of the William Farrer Hotel sign. Of course, the William Farrer Hotel has had a long association with the Lions Football Club, and I think it's just changed hands from the Barnhill family through the week, Andrew, we saw.
No money was confirmed, but I'd imagine it'd be quite a few $1 billion.
It doesn't matter who's just the room, it's the small one's closest to it.
So the umpires decided that the boundary umpire might throw it in a little bit better. So
yeah, just go the square.
Replay that throw in.
So the ball's hit the ground and it's tied up there once again. The umpire balled it up. Ganmain's rotating their bench pretty regularly here, and coming onto the ground is young Isaac Crouch, son of Gary Crouch, past player of the club. And Isaac's made his debut a couple of weeks ago, and there is a great snap by Lockie Parker to give Ganmain their third goal here in the 11 minutes into the first quarter.
So was Lockie inclusion, Andrew, one of the inclusions from the
Lockie was
game?
Lockie was an inclusion today. He played a very good game against Coolman in the reserves, and he's been called back up into the side today. It's good to see that there's a bit of pressure on spots, which
so we've got who we got going on for the Lions there.
Sam Martin and Jesse Lander come back onto the ground, and Tom Sussay and Kai Watts come to the bench for a spell.
So like you say, they're onto these rotations. They're using it. That's the way they're obviously going to set up. They're happy with doing their rotations.
Yep. And so Olsen goes up in the ruck again, wins the tap. Tommy Anderson clears the ball, kicks it forward. Gathered in by Riley Corbett, but he's wrapped up. Gets a handball out though to Jack McKegg. Battles for the ball there on the half-forward flank.
Umpire's happy to let it go a bit, Andrew.
Yes, he's letting it go. Miranda tried to clear the ball here, but Ganmain have it hemmed in there. But he's caught Tommy Anderson, caught with the ball, and
he took on too much there. It was just a bit too much. So you can't get away with it all the time.
No. So young Van der Bruin kicks the ball back into the centre for Narrandera. John O'Neill goes to ground to gather it in, gets one between their legs, and the ball is a free kick to Narrandera there. Lockie Parker's caught with the ball. Narrandera switch it wide here. It's a long way from goal coming out to this wing, but they're looking for Cooper.
Yeah, good mark by that young Eagles player there.
Yep.
We're under pressure with the handball. Metcalf. They might need a clearing kick.
Yep. Cooper Irons sends the ball in long for Narrandera. It's punched well by Josh Walsh there, gathered by Ben Walsh to Kirk Mann, who kicks the ball wide to the far wing. It's a race for the ball between Matty Hamlin and then his Narrandera opponent. Gets a bad bounce. It's a good tackle and he's rewarded for a good effort there. Very defensively. It's been called play on by the umpire and the ball's been marked by Narrandera in the centre of the ground. They've switched the ball here again out to Metcalf on this side wing. Gives one over the top to Luke McKay.
Got a bit of space, the Eagles.
They've got a loose man here and he's kicked it in forward to young Grigger. He's looking to send it in long, but he's kicked it straight down the throat of four Ganmain fellas.
That'd be Ben Walsh again.
It's been marked by Ben Walsh. He's had
a number of possessions in the back line already.
He plays that roll across half.
He's chipped it out to Matt Hamlin, I believe.
Yes, he's kicked it out to Matt Hamlin and he's then kicked it on to Jesse Lander, who gathers the ball before the boundary line. Kicks a short one back into Matt Kanagi, who takes a mark there on that centre wing.
So they'll look to straighten it up now, the Lions. Will they come into attack? No,
yes,
they're favouring the flank a little bit.
There's a tussle here between Dan Foley and his opponent.
It's gone out of bounds on the true half-forward flank position on the left-hand side in front of the Ganmain Hotel. Another great sponsor of the Lions Football Club, so you can call in there now and again and get a cold one.
In the rucks, Riley Corbett and young Hutchins. Ball hits the ground there. It's a bit of a scuffle. It comes out to Narrandera and they clear the ball. Spoiled by Olsen, who plays that role very good across half back. A hand pass by Lockie Parker to Ben Walsh. Comes forward to Kirk Mann. He's got plenty of space in front of him. Sends it long into goal there. No one at home. And the ball doesn't get pushed through. It's still in.
Still play on, Andrew. Ball spills in the pack. Look, I think there'll be a ball up. No, umpire's happy to let it go. Jack McKegg loves this situation.
And he gets his second goal.
He can smell a goal, can Jack. And that's his second goal for the quarter. He's having a really good start just like he finished off the game against Coolman, a real good, solid start. So that takes the Lions to 4-1, 25. So pretty low scoring. The Eagles haven't opened their account yet as we wait for the ball to come back, transfer back to the centre by the boundary umpires.
So that's 2 goals to Jack McKegg, 1 goal to Tommy Anderson.
Sharing it around a little bit. As the umpire's going to ball it up in the centre.
Olsen up in the ruck once again, wins the tap. Miranda tries to clear the ball, they get a handball out there, but it's wrapped up well by the Lions.
Umpire lets it go once again, but he's declared that the Miranda incorrect disposal, so there'll be a free kick to Lions in the centre of the ground.
It's been a good start to the game for Lockie Parker there, that's good to see, he's really involved. He's kicked 1 goal already in this game.
Good intercept mark there by the Eagles player at the half-back flank position for the Lions.
Fergus Inglis for Narrandera takes that mark, and the ball's pushed out to the wing by them. Gathered in by Ben Walsh, who's going to send the ball in long here, looking for Riley Corbett. The ball's intercepted by Narrandera, and it's over the boundary line for a throw-in.
The ball will be thrown in out on the outer half-forward flank for the Lions, left-hand side, in front of the Ganmain News Agency sign. You can get down there and see Phil for your paper early in the morning and read all about the football, see the score. And
umpire throws it in. Dan Foley in the ruck, taps it down, gathered in by Michael Rofty, gets a left foot snap back but doesn't go very far, picked up by Cooper Irons. Tries to clear the ball but is spoiled by the Lions there across the half-forward line. They're trying to lock it in there. Bit of a scrimmage here, picked up once again by Lockie Parker, who sends the ball into Riley Corbett.
It's a one-on-one, ball comes to the ground.
It's towed off the ground there by Michael Rofty, through for a behind for the Lions. I think Riley Corbett thought he might have been held there in that situation, but the umpire
not buying it today, Andrew.
No.
You've got to earn your kicks today.
Yes.
They're letting it go a little bit.
So play down here from out from full-back by Narrandera. They've kicked it long, almost a mark to young Hutchins there from Narrandera. Jack Sussay out the back's got the ball, handball to Olsen, who chips one across here to Kirkman.
Go.
Plenty of numbers here for the Lions.
Numbers everywhere here for the Lions, and he's kicked it and marked by
Dan Foley, a very strong mark there on the 50-metre
so
line.
Dan will be on his true left-hand side, Andrew.
Oh, he's a right-footed
He's
man,
right-footed,
so he's
okay.
going to look to come inside there and kicks it off to Matty Hamlin, who's in a better position. But he's going to have to kick this from 50. It's not beyond his range, but he's going to have to be a good kick to kick this goal.
Yeah, no wind interfering, and the ball's not heavy yet. It's not that wet. It might be just a little bit dampish, but so he picks up a bit of grass and has a bit of a feel for the wind. And see how we go. He comes in, Andrew, and he's about to.
He's going to just drift right there, give it everything. It's going to land right in the middle of the goal square there. Michael Rofty goes for a big leap, flies high, can't hold on to it. Trying desperately, gathers it in well again. Quick hands here by the Lions. Aaron Proctor, quick snap.
Left foot snap from Proctor, looks like a goal.
It is a goal, yes.
Goal umpire's happy, no touches. The central umpires say all clear. So so it's getting a bit of a. The Lions are getting a bit of a break on here. It's a bit ominous for the Eagles, so I'll need to sort of get on the scoreboard shortly.
Yep.
As the Lions go to 5 goals to 32.
Yes, it's been all Ganmain so far. They've peppered the goals, and
You just can't break that half-back line for the Lions. Ben Walsh, Luke Walsh have been very strong, repelling any attacks from the Eagles.
Jack McKegg's come to the bench, and Kai Watts has returned to the field once again. And after this centre bounce has been cleared to the far wing by Narrandera, it's chased for the ball here by young Tom Sosse. Puts pressure on his Narrandera opponent, and the ball's still in play, but he's received a free kick there. Young Tom Sosse hasn't got the ball, and he'll go back and take his kick here on that far wing. Looks to come inside there, looking for his options. There's not much movement. He's going to kick long to Riley Corbett on the centre half forward, but he's been cut off by Narrandera.
Ball didn't quite carry, so it's gone out of bounds over there in front of the Insurance House sign. Another great sponsor of the club for all your insurance needs. Search those guys up. Ball about to be thrown in, Andrew.
The umpire's thrown it in. Olsen and Hutchins in the ruck again. It's been pushed Ganmain's way. There's a bit of a tussle on the ground there for the ball.
Umpire still happy to let it go, Andrew.
Into the hands of Matthew Hammond, left foot snap downfield, gathered by Tom Anderson, onto Jesse Lander, left foot snap down once again. And it's marked by Riley Corbett, good use of the body. He's looking to come inside. It's a good kick, and he's found the coach Sam Martin, who's pushed down the field and taken a mark about 30 metres out on a slight angle.
What's Sam like with his goal kicking, Andrew?
Well, he probably hasn't kicked a lot of goals in his career, but he's a pretty neat kick, and I'd be pretty confident that he's going to kick this one. I won't put the commentator's curse on him, hopefully.
He's coming in, he's shaping up. Copybook, drop, punt, goal umpire doesn't move, goal umpire likes it, so that's Lions coach Sam Martin is now in the book as a goal kicker.
Yes,
So,
goal umpire Rick Fairman, the mayor of Temora, gives the two fingers to signal a goal, and the Lions go to 6 goals to 38 now, to Miranda no score.
yeah, it's a little bit worrying for the Eagles. They're not on the board yet. They'd be looking to sort of, hopefully they would be hoping not for a blowout here today. That they've got to get some scoreboard happening.
We're into the ruck now is Dan Foley to take the ruck for Ganmain. Won by Narrandera, a good tap down, ball in dispute there, and so it's cleared by Dan Foley there. Kicks the ball forward, went through the hands of Matty Hamlin, and it's been cleared by young De Bruin for Narrandera. Kicks out far to the far wing, awkward bounce there, gathered by Narrandera. Tackled by Tom Susso there. The ball's come forward to his brother in Jack Susso, kicks to that centre half forward position. It's gone over the head of Jesse Lander, who's gathered it. Passes it on, Riley Corbett's trying to pick it up.
Ball just wouldn't bounce kindly for him, Andrew, on that occasion.
Still in dispute here. Jesse Lander kicks it off the ground. It's gathered in by Narrandera, who clear it out across to the pocket there. And it goes out of the defence there through young Kane Williams to the far wing. Gathered in by Narrandera out there. Looking to move it forward.
Good work by the Narrandera defence end. They were under all sorts of pressure. They kept their cool.
And once again, it's that man, Ben Walsh, who takes that intercept mark across half back there. Looks to come inside to Kirk Mahon and finds him there at centre half back. He looks to come in field, finds a lead up there in Kai Watts, who brings it right across to the other side of the ground here. And it's taken by Lockie Parker, who plays on. Sends the ball in long. Olsen's gone deep and takes a strong mark. Very hard to contain a big man like that when he moves forward, and he'll have a shot on goal about 15 metres out, virtually straight in front.
So the tall timber in Olsen, you see those big arms go up, Andrew. If the ball comes in, if the ball's delivered reasonably well, very hard to stop Olsen from marking in that situation.
Very hard to stop Olsen. And, he's not a noted goal kicker, but he shouldn't miss this one.
Goal umpire doesn't move, straight over the head of Rick Furman, the colourful goal umpire from Temora, as Andrew said. So again, we must be punching up towards that quarter time interval. But, just going a bit easy for the Lions. Miranda still haven't opened their scoring account. They'll be wanting to get a goal before quarter time, but don't know how it's going to come for them. Lions implementing a change. Jack Sasse might be coming on shortly by the look of it here.
Yep. So once again, the Lions have been able to have multiple goal kickers. We've had 6 goal kickers so far in this first quarter, and that's something that we're not relying on one player to kick all the goals. Now in the ruck again, Dan Foley taps it down. It's gathered by Rofferty, who slips over, gets his handballs out, might have copped a cork there. Comes out to Foley, who kicks wide to Matt Kanagi, who's in very, very good form lately, and he sends the ball forward and marked on the chest by Matt Hamlin.
You'll be looking to give it off, Andrew.
Sends it in long to Jacob Olsen, who's marked once again, a very strong mark, and this time he's a little bit further out on a little bit slighter angle to the right, and he'll go back and have a shot on goal about 25 metres out.
Andrew, it's just like a track record with that. When you look at Jacob Olsen, comes to the ball with those arms outstretched. If the ball's high, you can't do much about it, and it's a dry ball, and also swallowed it easily.
And he's poked that one through for his second goal in a minute, and that takes the Lions under 8 goals to 50.
Again, Eagles haven't opened their scoring account. I'm just not sure how they're going to go about it. Just the Lions, just too much strength all over the ground at the moment. So the Eagles' brains trust. They'll be searching and having a look at what they can do. Olsen's a big problem for them. Olsen for the Lions, he's a big problem. Dan Foley's also having a good influence in the ruck. Ben Walsh, that back line, as I said, and yeah, Matt Hamlin. The Lions have got lots of contributors.
We just see Michael Roffney come to the bench after that contest there in the centre bounce previously with what looks like a cork, so hopefully he can overcome that and get back on the ground.
Another ball up in the centre.
Yep, so
I'm not happy with that clearance.
So Dan Foley's in the ruck once again for the Lions. But it's cleared by Narrandera here. It's a rough ball. It's toe poked out by Kirk Hamlin to Ben Welsh, who gathers it in. Handball over the top to Tom Sussay. He punches it forward to Aaron Proctor, who gathers it in.
Could have been a high tackle, but play on.
The umpire's called a free kick there for Court. So free kick to their coach Jordan Hennington, and he looks to move it across field to Narrandera's opponent there, but it's cut off by Jack McKegg, who's gathered in by Isaac Crouch, who stumbles one forward, gathered in again by Leeton. Narrandera, and they're caught with the ball here, and it's a free kick to Matthew Hamlin.
Matt Hamlin will take the kick on the true wing position. Very productive quarter for the Lions, Andrew, but worrying for the Eagles. They still haven't opened their account. So the quarter time sees the Lions 8-2. Very straight kicking, which indicates there's perhaps not a lot of backline pressure either. So we'll see what transpires in the second quarter. See what Miranda can come out of this quarter time huddle, and they'll be trying to initiate some moves to try and stem this attack of the Lions.
Yes, that quarter, so some good efforts there from some of the Lions players. Ben Walsh there across half back, got a number of intercept marks and propelled the ball forward. It's good to see Lockie Parker is in good form there in the centre for the Lions. I think Coach Sam Martin's given an opportunity to Michael Roffney and Lockie Parker there today to have a bit of a role in the centre there, and that's good to see that those blokes are getting plenty of the ball. And up forward, it's good to see that they're sharing the ball around, kicking the goals. As I say, we've had 6 goal kickers so far in this first quarter of football.
So the huddle's about to break, Andrew, as the siren sounds to get the players back into their positions to commence the second quarter. So now we've got the Eagles going to the road end of the ground. Unfortunately, probably won't make a lot of difference. There's like I've said numerous times today, there's nothing in the breeze. The Lions, they'll be hammering the railway end, the northern end. So we start the second quarter, and the scoreboard shows the Lions 8-2 behind 50, and the Eagles yet to open their account. So they'll be really keen to get some goals on the board early in this quarter, Andrew. Try and break up this Lions pattern of play. So what can we see this quarter?
Well, Narrandera already has made a few changes from the way they lined up in that first quarter. Their coach Jordan Headington has moved to defence, and Luke McKay, who got a lot of the ball across half back there for Narrandera in that first quarter, has gone into the centre contest. And looking forward, they've also brought Ryan Price into the midfield as well. So they've made a few changes to try and
ball up in the middle, Andrew, to underway the second quarter.
Yes, and young Hutchin wins the tap down to Luke McKay, that kicked the wrong way there for Narrandera, kicked it forward to Ganmain, and now it's deep in their pocket. Unfortunately, he didn't read that very well.
Ball's gone
over the line to out of bounds.
It's out of bounds on the full, so that's a real blow for the Eagles, because now it sees the Lions having a shot.
Michael Rothney's got the ball, he passes in, and it's a good mark by Tom Anderson, 25 metres out directly in front.
Andrew, you wouldn't get in a better position to have a shot at goal, so he should eat this, shouldn't he?
Yep, so Tommy Anderson's lining up here for his second goal for the Lions.
So that was a bad start. The Eagles did not want that start. They had the contest there. They won
won the ball, but unfortunately Luke
Once
kicked it
again,
the wrong way.
the goal umpire doesn't move. The ball sails over the goal umpire's head. So a goal for the Lions at the opposite end of the ground now. So, so what can the Eagles do now? They're as we swing to the scoreboard. The Lions now 9 goals 2 behind. Very straight kicking. 9 goals 2, 56. So we're still awaiting the Eagles to open their account on the scoreboard. Ball back in the middle. The players set themselves and the umpire will ball it up again.
So we got Jacob Olsen in the ruck for Lions, up against young Hutchins in the ruck. Jacob Olsen wins the ruck, down to Aaron Proctor, hand pass to Marty Hamlin who kicks it forward. Riley Corbett drops another mark but receives a free kick for in the back there. And he'll take a shot. He's going to have to kick it from about 55 metres out. He's probably looking to pass this off.
Andrew, that'd be within his capabilities, wouldn't it? He's probably kicking. He's probably got a kick from 55, has he?
Yes, it's probably just within his range, and he's going to have a shot.
But a dry ball, no wind.
He hasn't been on target this year. He's probably kicked more points than goals this year, but he lines up. It's a good kick. It's on its way. It's going to fall short. Right on the line. Narandra's cleared the ball here. It came out. Charging through is Tom Susse, who wins possession. Handballs to Matt Hamlin, who has a snap, and it's gone out on the full.
So the ball's gone out of bounds on the full there in the right forward pocket for the Lions, so that the Eagles will get a kick in. They'll be looking forward. They'll be looking for something to set up on that outer side of the ground. He's going to kick this ball in front of the Grain Corp sign, I believe it is over there. So for all your inputs, see Grain Corp.
So Jordan Headington's got the ball. He's kicked the ball across goal here, and it's taken low to the ground by Narrandera there. And young Absalom, I think it is, and he's in this side forward pocket of the Lions. He's kicked the ball in, but it's intercepted by Sam Martin. The Lions are very good at closing the field of play down there, making it very difficult for opposition to get it out of their defence, and he's going to take a shot now from...
Martin read that play well, and Andrew,
yes.
He knew that the Eagles player there was seeking out a pass, and it just didn't come off.
So he sent the ball in long to the square there. There's a bit of a contest. It was gone over the back and through for a behind.
Ball's carried the pack, and we'll have a kick in. Once again, the Eagles under tremendous pressure as they look to bring it into play.
Play on by their coach Jordan Henkin, kicks it wide to this side wing. Players go up, it's gathered by Olsen, a hand pass to Martin, who pops one back into the forward line there, but it's intercepted by Narrandera and takes the mark. They look to play on here. Jordan Headington's got the ball. He kicks a short one in. It's just gathered in by young De Bruin there.
Might have been a bit lucky, but he's managed to pull it off.
He looks to force wide here, and it's a good mark to the young Miranda player there in front of Ben Walsh. He sends the ball up to the wing there. There's a contest here, but there once again is Jacob Olsen. Takes the mark and cuts it off there on the wing.
Olsen's height and ability, Andrew, is just cutting the Eagles to pieces, really.
I think he might have put that one out on the full there. He's
just when I praised him up, that sometimes happens, even in the AFL. You give a bloke a rap and he does that to you. Never mind, that's his first blemish for today.
Narrandera coach Jordan Headington getting a lot of easy ball there in this quarter across half back. He has it once again there, looking to move it forward. He's found young Cooper Irons there on the wing. Narrandera's trying to find options here. He sends it in to centre forward there. It's spoiled by Kirk Mann. Narrandera gathered the ball and kicked to the far wing, marked by young Grinter.
This is about their best setup. Oh, unfortunately, the Lions have been able to smother that ball and they take it away.
Tom Susse gathers the ball in, kicks the ball forward. It's gathered once again by Dan Foley. Hand pass across to Tommy Anderson, who's pushed on here. It's a rough old kick forward there, difficult for the forwards to take a mark. The ball hits the ground, it's contested here. Jack McKegg's over it. He gets it out there. Narrandera trying to clear the ball. It's a bit of a chip forward there. The ball's still in dispute. Bit of a tussle there over the top of the ball. Aaron Proctor's trying to get his hands on it. It's come out to Jack Susse, who gets a handball away to his Narrandera opponent, who's gathered the ball in. And the umpire will ball it up here about 15 metres out from goal.
Andrew, the umpires have been keen to let the play go today, but he had to pull it up there, and he'll be hoping that we get a clearing kick, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Alex Manley has the ball here and he throws it up. It's well read off the ruck there by Tommy Anderson. He's quickly wrapped up there. Narrandera cleared the ball with a high ball here to the half forward flank. Been a good mark by Ben Walsh, but umpire deems that there was a shepherd there from Ganmain and the ball goes to... Hold on, what's going on here?
I think he's got to go back and kick over his mark, has he? Is that it?
I think that's what's happened here.
No, the wrong guy. The wrong player took the kick. So we'll the Eagles will restart play here. Umpire pushes him back around his mark, and he's obviously trying to pick out a target for the Eagles.
So he's kicked a 1-on-2 here, but the spilt mark there by Angus Dernan for Narrandera. The ball hits the ground there. Kirkman, quick handball out to Tom Sussay. He gets it across to Jack McKegg. Pushes one forward there, and Dan Foley's taken a good strong mark, about 30 metres out directly in front.
Andrew, Dan's kicking ability. He should be on song here. Should be able to handle this one.
Yeah, Dan, the distance is no trouble there for Dan. He should be able to make the distance here. He's not an overly strong kick, but...
was his grandfather, Leo Foley, back in the days of the Southwest League.
Yep.
Prodigious goal kicker, I believe.
Connected that well, Dan, and he's kicked it straight through the middle.
Well called, Andrew. Yes, the goal umpire hasn't moved there, so once again the Lions scoring freely, and we're still waiting. The Eagles haven't opened their account.
Yes, they haven't gone into their 50 forward area much at all this game so far, so they'll be looking to get this ball out of the centre and at least get it going the right direction.
So the scoreboard shows us now at the Lions, it's 10 goals 3. 10-3 should take us 10-3, 63. As I've mentioned, Eagles not opened their account. They'll be really keen to get on the board now.
Jacob Olsen up in the ruck again, wins the tap, gathered in by young Cooper Irons from Miranda, and it's umpire will ball it up once again, couldn't get the ball clear. Olsen and young Hutchins in the ruck again. Olsen wins the tap, taps it down to Rofney, tries to keep it in front, it's kicked back forward by Luke McKay from Narrandera. Metcalf and Ben Welsh chase for the ball. Play on, says the umpire, picked up by Ryan Price to Metcalf from Narrandera, gets one out to their coach Jordan Harrington, pushes the ball forward here. It's over the top of Angus Dernan from Narrandera. Luke Walsh wraps up his opponent, and the umpire will throw it up there on the forward pocket for Narrandera.
So Andrew, what the Eagles will be hoping to attack from this position?
Yes, they're trying to win possession here. It's gathered there by Tommy Anderson, who tries to get a hand pass away there, and he's been deemed to be caught with the ball, so it's a free kick to Theo Metcalf for Narrandera here in the right forward pocket. About 30 metres out, he should make the distance. And this could give Narrandera their first score of the match.
So we wait for the Eagles player here to slot it through and see if we can get them on the board. Player's confident that he can. We're not suggesting it'll fall short, but the ball.
It's a very good kick, and it's through the goals. Well, that's Narrandera's first goal. 10 minutes into the second quarter.
Andrew, they'll be keen now to put some goals back to back and get a little bit of respectability back on the scoreboard.
Yes, they'll be looking to get a bit more enthusiasm there, Narrandera, and this will give them a little bit of confidence that they can match the Lions. And yes, it's been a little bit slow start for the Lions in this quarter. Don't want them to fall into complacency here. They must push on. Scoreboard
now showing Lions 10 goals 3, 63. Eagles 1 goal straight, 6, total of 6. So ball back in the centre to be started. Play to commence again with an umpire with the ball up.
Olsen and Hutchins in the ruck. Olsen wins a tap. It's an awkward bounce. Jack Sussay runs past it. He gathers it again. Gets a hand pass out to the wing. Matt Kanagi on to Tom Sussay. He chips one across to the far wing there. In front of Matty Hamlin. It bounces. He gathers. Swings back on his left foot. Drops it into Tommy Anderson. Attempts to take a screamer there, but it goes through his hands and hits the ground. And the umpire will ball it up.
Umpire says ball it up, and he says here to me, I'll ball it up, and they'll be hoping to clear this pack again.
We've got Luke Walsh coming to the bench, Kirkman coming on. Dan Foley goes up in the ruck, but it's another ball held up there, and the umpire will throw it up once again. Dan Foley in the ruck. Wins a tap back over his shoulders, gathered by Narrandera. They kick the ball forward, but there once again is Jacob Olsen.
Couldn't pull the mark off this time, Andrew.
Yeah,
the ball carried Olsen.
He's just landed awkwardly there, whether his knees just locked up a bit, but he's starting to move there again now. And it's gathered by Lyons on the far side, who kicked the ball forward by Matt Kanagi to Jack Susse. Takes one on his chest, looks to push it downfield. He's got a lead by Riley Corbett. He puts it out in front, but it's a good intercept mark there by Dan Foley. Looks to send it long once again.
Dan Foley having a strong game for the Lions, Andrew.
Yes, he's playing very well. It's gathered by Lockie Parker, who has a snap, sends it right to the goal square. Almost marked there by Kai Watts. Jack McKeag tries to toe poke it through. It's been smothered. This could be a free kick here to Kai Watts.
Ball in dispute, no free kick. Umpire going to ball it up at the top, a little bit further out than the top of the square for the Lions, the attacking end. Rucks come together. Who will ruck in the forward line?
Riley Corbett's in the ruck there, and it's tapped it down, but Durandra's kicked the ball out over the sideline, and the umpire's deemed that it's been deliberate there.
He's paid deliberate out of bounds there.
Free kick will go to Matt Hamlin.
So
Jack Susse coming to the bench. Aaron Proctor coming back on. The Lions are rotating that bench very well.
The true right forward pocket for the Lions. Andrew, what will he do? Will he have a shot?
Well, he'll have a shot. He's
going to give it off.
He's looked to come in field to Tommy Anderson, who's marked the ball about 40 metres out, which is going to have to be a pretty good kick from Tom.
Test the distance.
Yeah, he's right. He's looking to give it off here to Matt Kanagi, who's got the hand pass, sending it in long. It's going to fall short. And the ball's gathered in by Miranda there. It's going to be forced.
They'll be looking for the boundary line, but I don't think they can find it.
Hasn't made it. It's going to have to be a ball up there deep in the pocket.
Ball up tight in the forward pocket. Lions attacking end. Railway into the ground this quarter.
Umpire throws it up. Dan Foley grabs it out of the ruck there, but he's wrapped up in a tackle here, and the umpire's deemed that he's caught with the ball, and Miranda's free kick.
The Eagles will be looking to clear this, but really, Andrew, they need to set up. They need to get some sort of loose play if they can. They just can't penetrate the Lions' defence. Two
Bryans plays on here and kicks the ball long, but it's a good one-handed mark by Ben Walsh on the far wing there. Lions once again cut it off. He sends it in deep. Dan Foley's under this one. It's fell short. Good front and centre. Tom Susse does a banana kick back to the forward line. The ball's hit the ground, gathered in by Kai Watts, who snaps it around. It's gone very, very high. The umpire hasn't moved, and this could be a goal.
The players like it, Andrew. I can hear the cheering.
It is. It's a goal to Kai Watts.
Well, just yeah. He was ever confident about that left snap, and once again we're seeing the Lions peppering the goals early in this second quarter. So that takes the Lions. I still, worrying signs here for the Eagles. How are they going to how are they going to curb this Lions attack? So ball back in the ball comes back to the centre, and the field umpire waits for everyone to get back in their positions. Comes in and throws it up.
Olsen in the ruck again. He wins a tap back over his shoulder, but it's gathered in by Ryan Price for Narrandera, and it's a good mark to Luke Walsh. And he gets a 50-metre penalty here, indiscretion from the Narrandera boys, and he'll go to about 40 metres out. Luke tried to kick it. Well, he got a goal the last match against Coolman, and
he'll fancy himself from here, Andrew, will he?
Well, it's not a very long 50, is it, guys?
No,
it's only about 30, and he's
passed it off,
and it's just gathered on his toes by Riley Corbett.
I don't think Riley was expecting that, but he made enough ground to take a fingertip mark down low, which is a fairly big effort for the big fellow to get down that low. But so Riley's probably going to kick from 46 or 47.
Yes, from about there, Glide.
Distance shouldn't be a problem.
Shouldn't be a problem. Accuracy.
So Riley comes in on his run with that traditional right foot. Goal umpire initially moves one way, but comes back. The ball drifts back and goes over his head. So another goal for the Lions. How many goals for Riley now, Andrew?
That's Riley Corbett's first goal.
Okay. So that's a little bit surprising. The spearhead it's taken well through halfway through the second quarter to open his account, but never mind. There's plenty of goals on the scoreboard for the Lions. So that takes the Lions to 12 goals 3, and the Eagles 1 goal no behinds. They're still at that single goal. So
that's the Lions' 9th goal kicker now.
So
16
the Lions
minutes into the
12-3-75. Narrandera 1 solitary goal, 6 points.
Up in the ruck again. Olsen clears his own ball this time with a hand pass out to the wing. A good wrapped up tackle there by Tom Sussay. Jack McKegg gets a hand pass out to Lockie Parker, who kicks the ball forward. Aaron Proctor's just been caught behind on that occasion. It's marked by Narrandera. Play on calls the umpire. He looks to come across field to this far wing, and it's a good mark by Theo Metcalf.
Probably could have paid that, Andrew.
I think he did. Yeah, he did say play on. You're right, Guy. He said play on, and he's kicked the ball out here to Luke McKay. Chips one over the top to Ryan Price, one of their Canberra products. Kicks the ball on downfield to Tui. He's missed the ball. It's gone over the top to Kirkman, who gets a hand pass to Josh Walsh, who goes to clear the ball across field, but it's marked by Cooper Irons there, a missed kick. And he'll line up for goal about 40 metres out.
Good opportunity here for the Eagles to get their second goal on the board. Andrew, what chance? He's going to be kicking from over 40.
Oh, he's a pretty good chance, Cooper. He's a pretty good kick. He shouldn't have any trouble making the distance.
Right, so we await the outcome of this kick. The Eagle supporters will be really hoping that they can get a little bit of respectability going before half time. So he comes in on his right foot. Carries the pack. Eagles players like it. Goal umpire likes it. Field umpires like it. So now we've got the Eagles. They've registered their second goal. So they'll just be hoping for a repeat performance, Andrew. Trying to take that ball into the forward line. And yeah, well, they were able to do it that time, and they switched play. They had a player with space, and that's what you've got to have against this Lions back line. If without space, you haven't got much hope against this solid Lions back line, I believe. The ball comes back to the centre, so we'll start play again. We've probably got 7 or 8 minutes to go in the second quarter before the long break.
Yeah, so once again, Jacob Olsen in the ruck against Young Hutchins. He's dominated the taps there and punches it forward to Michael Roffney. Gives one off to Matty Hamlin. Had to get a quick ball away, hand pass, and Tom Sussay sends it forward. It's gone over the head of Riley Corbett. It hasn't gone out yet. It's still in the field of play. Tapped on there by Dan Foley. Tommy Anderson has a snap on goal, and it's hit the far point post, and it's out on the full.
So that'll be deemed out of bounds on the full, and Miranda will kick in from deep in the defensive pocket, left-hand side of the railway end.
Young Kane Williams for Miranda kicks the ball in. It's taken by Ryan Price there. Kicks the ball on. Theo Metcalf tries to take the ball. Gathered in by Sam Martin. A handball to Ben Walsh. Goes back to Luke Walsh. Looks infield. Passes one as a contest there between Matt Hamlin and his Narrandera opponent. The ball's in dispute. Gathered by young De Bruin. The ball's knocked forward. John O'Neill dives on it. Gets a hand pass out to Tom Sussay. Another one on to Matt Hamlin. He's got clear space in front of him. He looks forward. He's got Aaron Proctor running away from him. Passes it down. The ball hits the deck. Gathered by Aaron. A hand pass on to Tommy Anderson, who's deep in the pocket here. Shrugs the tackle. All he has to do is a banana kick, and he's missed it.
So he's gone for that, Andrew, on the outside of his foot on the right side, and missed it. But importantly, he's run, he's presented and made position to get that. But he'd be a little bit disappointed missing that shot, Andrew.
Yes, it was a pretty easy shot for him there. He had plenty of time.
We're seeing a lot of those kicks in the AFL, Andrew. The guys that are even in what wouldn't be once determined the tight angle. They're kicking on the outside of their right foot. So it's obviously come to the Riverina too.
Yes, and Jordan Headington kicks the ball in from Narrandera here to the wing. It's a contest here. Cleared by Narrandera forward once again. Tacked the ball by Tui to Narrandera onto De Bruin. It's smothered by Kirkman. Ball in dispute here. Cooper Irons picks it up. He's well tackled by Jack McKegg. Play on, says the umpire. Narrandera push the ball forward here. There's numbers for the Lions. Hand pass on to Sam Martin. He looks to use the ball well, like he always does. Switches across field to Dan Foley. He comes inboard into the corridor there and finds Michael Roffney. Once again, he kicks out to the far wing and finds Matty Hamlin. It's a good use of the ball here by the Lions. He chips one over the top there to Tommy Anderson, who takes a mark, plays on, sends the ball in long to Kai Watts. The ball hits the deck. The numbers again here for the Lions. Aaron Proctor gathers it in, gets a handball over the top there to Jack Sussay. Spins around, gathers it in. Pass to Kai Watts, who's on his left side. And too easy for the Lions. He kicks the goal, his second goal, Kai Watts.
Umpire doesn't move. It's gone straight over his head for that left snap from Watts. Yeah, so the Lions were able to take it away across that scoreboard side, Andrew. They had numbers. Even though the ball spilt, they still had numbers. They followed up and carried on, and yeah, they were able to just affect another scoring opportunity there when the ball came to the ground. So now we've got the Lions at 13 goals, 4 behinds, 82.
Matt Kanagi comes back onto the ground now. Tom Susse's come to the bench.
And the Eagles still only 2 goals on the board, Andrew. We're on the cusp of half time.
So was that 4 goals for Ganmain this quarter or 5, Guy? I just missed. I think we were 9 goals in that first quarter.
I think so, yeah. So probably plenty of time for another one, unfortunately for the Eagles, and the Lions are going to do that as they're driven into attack.
Ball's pushed forward. Michael Roffney gathers it in on the bounce. Can't pick it up. Taps it on to Isaac Crouch. He's wrapped up in a tackle here. And the umpire's deemed he's caught with the ball.
Yeah,
he
probably did have enough time prior, and he just couldn't. He was under pressure. But that sometimes happens to young fellas. Happens to the best of them, but a little bit of inexperience there that you've got to move it on quickly.
So he kicks back across to their coach Jordan Harrington, who kicks it on to Fergus Inglis, who gathers it once again. He gets a lot of ball there, coach Jordan Harrington, and kicks it out wide to the far wing, but it's hit the turf once again and gathered in by Matty Hamlin. Gets a hand pass across to Sam Martin, who chips it up then to Jesse Lander on that far half-forward flank wing position. He's looking to send the ball in long. It's coming in. Jacob Olsen's under the ball. It's gone over his head. Ball hits the deck there. A good tackle by Aaron Proctor, and the umpire's going to ball it up there about...
Jess Lander's getting plenty of ball across half forward, Andrew.
Yes, he's been in good form of late, Jesse. Been playing very well, showing that good run and carry. It's been a good attribute for us again this year, Jesse.
Ball in dispute again. I think the umpire's going to ball it up again, but umpire will be keen to see this pack dispersed, and he'd probably like to see the Eagles clear it out of this position with a clean possession.
Olsen up in the ruck. He taps the ball forward there, and it's held up once again. Going to ball it up for the 3rd time.
Players might be a little bit tired just as we encroach on half time.
A lot of players around this ball. Olsen uses his body to push his opponent over, and has a shot that bounces and bounces and hits the goal post.
One behind there to the Lions at the northern end of the ground. So the Eagles will kick in. They're looking for something. They're looking for a setup. Very hard to find. The Lions have just got all bases covered there in the back, in the Eagles' back line.
They come to this side wing, but it's all Ganmain. No talk from the Lions there. Riley Corbett spoils the ball. Luke Walsh hasn't been able to gather it. Gathers it again now though. Gets a hand pass on to Jesse Lander, who sends a nice left foot pass in onto the chest of Jacob Olsen. He'll line up for his 3rd goal. He's deep in that left hand pocket there.
That man Lander again, Andrew,
yes.
busy with that possession, and he was smart enough just to kick it out in front of also, and almost impossible to spoil a mark. You know, you can't get around the big fella. It's delivered out in front of him like that. So he was able to take clean possession, but also, once again, I wrapped him up earlier, and now he sprayed it right across the face of goal, and it's gone out of full on that right attacking forward pocket and in front of the Harris spreading sign. So see Badger for your spreading needs in the winter time.
Miranda to take possession and bring the ball to this near side wing, and it's a good mark by Fergus Inglis, a strong mark there. A bit of contest there from Kai Watson. He looks to pass the ball off, and it's taken.
A little bit of indecision there, but the Eagles were able to pull that mark off.
Luke McKay gathers the ball, runs back inside here, kicks the ball on field, but he's found the Ganmain coach in Sam Martin in the centre of the ground. He looks to play on, kicks the ball forward. It's hit the deck there across half forward. Numbers there for the Lions, but Narandra's gathered the ball there. There's plenty of pressure. The ball's still in dispute. And the umpires are going to ball it up there on that half-forward flank on the far side of the ground.
So once again, the umpire comes in, balls it up, going to ball it up. Must only be 2 or 3 minutes before half-time.
Jack Susse in the ruck for the Lions on that occasion.
Oh, he's found a free kick, Andrew. He's found a free kick to the Eagles.
Yep, for holding there. Luke McKay was held by Jesse Lander, so he's got the free kick there, looking to come in field here with a little cheap kick to Jordan Headington, who kicks across field to Kane Williams. He's taken the mark.
Andrew got numbers here in space, but he couldn't handle it, Andrew. The ball dribbled. He just went over the line with the ball in front of the Cummins Hendricks sign there. Of course, Cummins Hendricks, our local solicitors at got offices in Ganmain and Coolaman. And we also must remember that Bill Thompson has suffered ill health now for a couple of years, a champion bloke, and yeah, so we offer all the best support to Bill Thompson.
Narrandera win the ball from that ruck contest, and it comes downfield, gathered by Ben Walsh across halfback here once again for the line. Gets a hand pass off to John O'Level. He does a little chip to Matt Kanagi, who marks it on his chest. Looking to come in field to open it up there, and he's spotted Tommy Anderson. The ball's gone over the top. He's tapped it on. He tries to gather it in. Can't pick it up, but now he gets his hands on it. But he's caught high, and it'll be a free kick to Tom Anderson. Perseverance paid off there to Tom, and he's got possession of the ball.
Matt Kanagi's been another busy player for the Lions, Andrew.
Yeah, Matt Kanagi has been having a very good year this year, Guy. He's really worked at his game. It's sent in along there. Olsen attempts to mark. The ball's hit the ground. It's in dispute. Olsen gets his hands back on it. Gets a hand pass out to Matty Hamlin.
Oh, I thought there was a high tackle there. Umpire lets it go. No, he's going to ball it up deep in the left forward pocket for the Lions at the railway end.
Yep. Once you throw that head back, they don't tend to give you that free kick on that occasion with Matty, but the ball's tapped down by Olsen, wrapped in there by Rofty, and he's deemed to be caught with the ball.
Tried to do a little bit much, is it, or is it play on?
Just tried to do a little bit too much there, Michael, and it's a free kick to Narrandera.
So deep in the Narrandera back line, they'll be looking. Well, their main aim, I think, Andrew, for the rest of the quarter is stop the Lions scoring, see if they can build up something, get a goal before half time perhaps.
And they got a 50-metre penalty from that free kick. The Lions kicked the ball downfield when it was Narrandera's kick, and so they got it on the wing here, and they go to kick it in forward to their forwards. It's almost marked there by Tui for Narrandera.
Oh,
that's
Andrew,
a free kick.
A little bit late tackle, do you think?
A little bit late there from John O'Neville.
So I spoke about the fact that Miranda would love to put another one on the board before half time. Here's a perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
What, kicking 35 to 40 metres out, Andrew?
Yeah, Cooper Irons, who kicked their last goal from a similar position on the far side. He'll have no trouble with the distance here, and he's a very accurate kick.
Comes in, he's going to line up on his true right foot, and as Andrew called it, he's a very good kick. The goal umpire doesn't move, so that the Eagles register a goal after the siren, and that'll take them to three straight goals. So the Lions really dominated, Andrew, but good to see the Eagles put one on the scoreboard there at right on the siren, or just after the siren it was at half time. So now we're at the long break, and so what the Miranda coach, what can he offer as we just check the scores? So the Lions, 13-5, 83, Eagles 3 goals, neat 18. So Andrew, what do the Eagles do at half time? They regroup, and how are they going to stem this Lions attack?
Well, I think their coach would be pretty happy with the 3 goals they've kicked in that quarter. I noticed the Lions coach Sam Martin wasn't too happy coming off the field there at half time. I think he'd be a little bit disappointed with Lions allowing them to get those 3 goals in that quarter. They were pretty easy possessions across half forward there, and they've kicked 4 goals for the quarter. Narrandera 3. It wasn't as dominant as that first quarter, Guy.
Okay, we'll be back with the third quarter after the long break. So the scoreboard at the start of the third quarter shows the Lions 13-5, 83. The Eagles 3 goals straight, 18. So umpire not quite happy with the position. We've got another ball on the ground. So we're underway in the third quarter.
Olsen wins the tap once again, down to Aaron Proctor, gets a hand pass out to Matty Hamlin, who runs into the umpire on that occasion.
Had a bit of a head-on battle with the umpire there, Andrew.
Yes, he did, but plays moved on down towards the Narrandera forward line. It's gathered in by John O'Neville, who's wrapped up by Angus Durnan. 2 good mates of each other there they are. But
umpire happy to let it go again.
And Narrandera have kicked the ball downfield, but it's gone out on the full in this near side forward pocket.
So it'll be a kick in there for the Lions. It looks like Ben Walsh will take the ball there in front of the between the Ganmain pharmacy, and I can't quite see the other sign, Miranda or something. It might need a touch up, that sign, so we'll have to get the treasurer Mick Quinn onto that job.
Yes.
I think he organises those, if they've paid their account, they're entitled to have it seen. So Ben Walsh will bring the ball in.
There doesn't seem to be any changes with the Ganmain's team, and Miranda have moved Fergus Inglis down on Riley Corbett in this quarter. That's one positional change for them. And the ball's here on the centre wing, and a free kick to John O'Neville, new recruit for the Lions this year, who's been deemed, he's been deemed to be caught with the ball.
Yeah, incorrect disposal, yep.
Luke McKay plays on here and kicks the ball forward. It's not too bad, but it bounces through from behind for Miranda to get the first score of the third quarter.
So the Lions keen, they play it, kick it in quickly, out to Matt Hamblin on the scoreboard flank.
He dodges around on opponent, kicks the ball infield towards Aaron Proctor. Plenty of run off half back there from Sam Martin, who's gathered the ball, kicks the ball long to Kai Watts. Attempts to mark the ball play on, says the umpire, gathered in by Theo Metcalf for Narrandera, kicks it across to the far wing here. Matt Hamlin contests the ball. It's well played there by Narrandera player, who keeps it in front of him, kicks the ball forward, but it's cut off by Josh Walsh on this occasion for the Lions. Gets a hand pass onto his brother Ben on that far wing. He looks to use the ball. Chip short kicking short to Matt Hamlin, another short kick into Jesse Lander. Jack McKeag runs off with a handball, passes one low inside to Riley Corbett. It's too low there. Jesse Lander fires in for the ball, hits his Narrandera opponent very hard, who seems to be winded there on this occasion. The ball comes in to the forward line there. Kai Watts attempts to mark there. The ball spills free and goes over the boundary line, but deemed to be a free kick to Narrandera. They play on here across field to their coach Jordan Hannington. Kicks the ball into that half-back flank to Ryan Price. Chips one over the top then to Luke McKay, is it? It's a bit far to see on that far side in these darkish conditions.
A little bit gloomy here now, Andrew, in the late winter afternoon, at the start of the third quarter.
He kicks the ball along. Narrandera keen to keep possession here, but the ball's been smothered by Jack McKeag there, and the ball is kept in play by Jack. Hand pass to Matthew Hamlin. Another one on to Tom Sussay. Kicks the ball in forward. And it's a mark to Riley Corbett about 30 metres out on a tight angle.
What'll he do, Andrew? Will he look to give it off, or will he line this up?
Looks like he's going to set up to have a shot on goal here. So 30 metres out on a tightish angle.
So distance won't be a problem. He needs accuracy.
Yes, he needs to punch this ball through. Has had a tendency this year to just sort of try and poke the ball through, but needs to kick that ball through.
Riley Corbett comes in with the right foot, the traditional right foot. Ball doesn't make the distance. Ball comes to the front of the pack in the goal square. Ball in dispute. Umpire lets it play on. Happy to let it play on. I think that Narrandera players taking the ball out of bounds there, Andrew.
Yeah, umpire called it to be thrown in here. So it's going to be thrown in on the Lions' half forward flank. In the ruck is Dan Foley for the Lions. It's gone over the back of the ball. No one's touched it. It's hit the ground.
He'll be under pressure here for not getting rid of it, Andrew, but the umpire's happy to call it. He's going to ball it up. So, ball in dispute, he said.
Dan Foley in the ruck for the Lions. Hutchins for Narrandera. The umpire didn't throw it up very high, and Jack Sussay is deemed to be caught with the ball, and a free kick to Narrandera here.
No, it was a bit of an awkward little throw. I thought he might have called that back and give it another go, but Miranda are looking to clear here on the defensive half-back flank.
Gone out wide, but it's a good mark by Tom Sussay on that far wing. He looks to send the ball infield to Matt Hamlin there. Ganmain Small McGade getting a lot of the ball at the moment. Kicked it in long. Sam Martin's pushed down, almost a mark to Jack McKeag. The ball smothered there. It's in dispute once again. It's a bit of a contest here gathered by Jack McKeag. Breaks the tackle, has a shot on goal. And he's kicked his third, Jack McKeag, for the Lions.
Andrew, he doesn't take much. He gets a glimpse. Jack, he looks up. If he gets a glimpse and he thinks he can get a clean kick away, he's pretty smart in that position.
That was just good perseverance by Jack there. He made the smother, backed up again for another contest, and then kept pushing and got a bit of clear ball there, and another shot on goal, and that gives him his third goal of the match.
So he'll be Jack will be looking to add a few more before the day's out. So that takes the Lions to 14-5, 89. The Eagles 3-1, 19. So the Eagles haven't opened their account again this quarter. They've had it down there a little bit, but the Lions were able to repel.
The Lions clear out of the centre here through Jesse Lander and Aaron Proctor, who kick downfield, and it's a mark to Matthew Hamlin. Matty Hamlin's got a shot. He chips one over the shot to a lead from Kai Watts, but it's been intercepted there by Kane Williams. There was a little bit too much air on that occasion, and Kane Williams looks to go across field here for Narrandera, kicks it in short to Angus Dillon and takes the mark. Gives a handball onto their coach, Jordan Hampton. They've got numbers over the back here in Narrandera, and they've gathered the ball in. But it's a good tackle by Tom Sussay.
He's taken the play on Andrew. I think he'll be penalised there.
Very good pressure from Tom Sussay there. Yes, on the occasion the Lions, their play where they push up field there, they can get found out with the one over the top there on occasions, and that's happened at that time.
Riley Corbett couldn't claim that mark. It was just balls in dispute, and I think Jack Sassay peppers the goal of the southern end, but he's offline. So we'll have a kick in. We'll have a kick in for the Eagles, the Waterview Street end of the ground. So they'll be looking to set up from here, Andrew.
Jordan Headington, their coach, has got the ball. Tom Anderson didn't fare too well with that kick in. He's copped a knock to his knee there as he kicked the ball. I hope he's okay.
It was a late tackle.
Him off.
It was a late tackle.
Yeah. Yes, so he's looking to come off there with the help of the trainer at the moment. So Miranda have the ball to kick the ball back through the centre here. It's play on, it's good intercept mark once again by Ben Walsh across that half-back line. He's having a very good game today, and he kicks out to another good player in Tom Sussay, who plays on that far wing, kicks the ball infield to Dan Foley. It hasn't hit its target. Gathered by Jack McKegg, gets a handball out to Dan Foley, but he overruns the ball. It's still play on here, gathered by Jack Sussay on that occasion, into Tom Sussay, who has a shot at goal. It's long. It's dropped by Riley Corbett right on the goal line there.
Rushed over the line by the Eagles player there. That's all he could do. He's under severe pressure.
So they bring it back into the field here. Luke McKay has the ball. It's a 50-metre penalty there. Kai Watts overstepped the mark.
You can't do that today. You can't overstep that mark. Umpires are really hot on that one.
So the ball's kicked down by Narrandera here. Contesting the mark is Tui and Ben Walsh. Going in hard is Aaron Proctor there, and the umpire is going to ball it up as Tommy Anderson comes to the bench, and Jesse Land is coming on.
So Andrew, the Eagles will be looking to capitalise on this opportunity going into their forward line.
Yes, as they force the ball forward here through Ryan Price. Kirk McMahon comes out for the Lions. He's wrapped up in a tackle here, and the umpires are going to ball it up once again.
So the ball's at the true centre half forward position inside the 50-metre arc for the Eagles. They haven't been inside 50 a lot. What can come of this?
Olsen wins the ruck, but it's straight down to Narrandera here. It comes out to the flank. Luke Walsh attempts to pick it up. It's picked up by Ryan Price. His ball smothered. Gathered then by Kirk Mahon. Across to Ben Walsh. Chips one out to Matt Kanagi, and the Lions are out. They go to the far wing to Tom Sussay there, who's starting to gather quite a few possessions on that far wing.
Had a good start to the third quarter, young Tom Sussay.
He chips it to Dan Foley, who looks to come in board and sends one long to Riley Corbett. It's over his head. Ball's gathered in by their coach, Jordan Haddington, and it's going to be a ball up there.
Umpire says here to me, he said, I need to ball this up and we'll see if we can clear this dispute.
Dan Foley, only one up in the ruck on that occasion, taps it down at his feet, but Miranda move in to block it, and it's going to be a ball up once again. Foley and Hutchins in the ruck. One by Hutchins. Out the back to Headington, their coach, who's been getting quite a bit of the ball today. Luke McKay also for Narrandera has gathered the ball, but they're looking to find options up forward, which has been not there on occasions for Narrandera today.
A bit dangerous here, Andrew. The Eagles will be under pressure here as they've lost possession of that ball right at the true centre half forward position for the Lions.
There's good work there by Matty Hamlin, who applied the bump, regathered, kept his feet, and passed a good pass to Kai Watts, who will line up for goal about 40 metres out on a slide angle.
Within range, Andrew?
He's within range. Accuracy is a bit of a concern.
Comes in, kicks on the left foot, ball spins nicely, true drop punt, goal umpire doesn't move, clears his head, the result a goal to the Lions.
And that's Kai Watts' third goal. It was a good kick. Had good contact with the ball, Kai, on that occasion. And
so despite the best efforts of the Eagles, Andrew, they still haven't been able to curtail the Lions from scoring this quarter. Perhaps not as fast as what they've scored in the previous quarter, but the Lions still scoring, and soon be within the reach of the 100 points, which is going to be attainable, obviously, with plenty of time to go.
Olsen wins the tap on that occasion in the ruck, but it's gone downfield to Jordan Hampton, who kicks one long, but it's well marked by Matt Kanagi. He's looking to come inside here. He chips one over the top there to Jack Sussay, who takes the ball. Hand pass on to Kirkman. He's under a bit of pressure. Back to Jack Sussay. Looks to kick downfield to Riley Corbett. It's gone over his head, and it's been a good mark by Angus Durnan.
Both Sassay boys have been in the game today, Andrew.
Yes, they're both having good games, the boys. And Miranda have the ball here. They look to chip it wide. It's a missed kick here. It's in dispute.
Oh, he's going to be under terrible pressure, but he does get a clear kick.
He gets his kick away, but it's deemed to be out on the field. Out on the full, it'll be a free kick to Kirkman on that far wing for the Lions.
So the ball's gone out of bounds on the full, on the far wing, the Ganmain Sports Ground, in front of the Ploughs Ag sign.
Kicks it infield to Jack McKeag on that occasion, who then kicks it forward. It's gathered in by Jesse Lander. Left foot snap. We got Dan Foley deep in the forward line, but it's a good mark to Fergus Inglis there for Narrandera in front.
Good defensive mark by the young fella there. Very good effort.
They've made a bit of a mess of this one. They're deep in their pocket here, hemmed in by the Lions.
Under terrible pressure, the Eagles now. The handballs backwards, right in the true goal square position. They're probably going to have to concede, but they still might get out of it. Oh, it's a tumbling, unclean disposal.
And the umpire in the centre of the ground's deemed a free kick to the Lions there for caught with the ball, Jesse Lander. And he'll have a shot on goal deep in the pocket.
A little bit of a scrimmage on the goal line there. I missed that, but we'll have a look later on if the camera works. Probably been picked up by Baz, no doubt. So one of the Lions.
Michael Roffley and Fergus Inglis were just having a little disagreement there, just a bit of a wrestle.
One of the Lions players was looking. He sort of was losing his jumper there for a few minutes in that little altercation, but never mind. They've got the free kick across the front of the goal, not marked cleanly by the Eagles. They're still under severe pressure. That Eagles player cannot clear the ball. Umpire says here to me.
The umpire will ball it up there on the half-forward flank for the Lions. Dan Foley in the ruck. Gets Angus Durnan. He grabs it out of the ruck, gets a handball clear to Kai Watts, but the ball has gone over the boundary line. It could have been out on the full, that one. The Narrandera players are calling for it, but the umpires deemed it to be...
Boundary umpire signalling throw in, I think, Andrew. I think he's happy to throw it. No, or still not sure. No.
He's been overruled, the boundary umpire, by the central umpire, and it's a free kick out on the full.
So the Eagles are going to kick it in right in front of the Coolman Butchery sign there. So another great sponsor of the club. Got terrific meat too, I might. But actually, the decision is still in dispute. The boundary umpire is standing his ground and saying he believes it was out of bounds. They're having a discussion, and it is going to be a throw in right in that right in the forward pocket that the Lions attacking in the Waterview Street end this quarter.
The ball's thrown in, it's in dispute there. Dan Foley's wrapped up near the boundary line there, and it'll be another ball up about a metre in from the boundary line.
Been very involved today, Dan Foley, Andrew, very involved on the ball.
Yes, he's had to move into that centre half forward position today with the absence of George Alexander, and he's done a very good job.
The Eagles will be looking to clear here, and they come out with a number of handballs, but it's come unstuck now. The Lions have got possession.
The ball's forced forward by Miranda here at the Kane Williams. On the Theo Metcalf, gets a kick away. The numbers here for the Lions, they can raffle it, and it's well marked by John O'Neill. He looks to send it back in. He's been told to kick back inside. He's kicking across field to Tom Sussay here, who's on his own and takes the ball.
Lions
comes back inside again. Marked by Kirkman, about 60 metres out from goal.
Lions had a number of options there with lots of running and making space.
Riley Corbett jumps for the ball, but the ball's hit the deck there. Miranda gets to take it away through their coach Headington once again, and they've got a clear path here over the top to Bernard Toohey takes the ball on the half forward flank for Narrandera.
He's looking for someone to present. Not much happening, Andrew.
That's where they've been falling down, Miranda. They haven't had many options there across the half-forward line. They've had to rely on run and carry with the ball, and Luke McKay takes the ball on that far wing in front of the scoreboard there now. He's been called to play on. Dodges around his opponent in Matt Canaghi there and passes one off to Kane Williams, who passes on to Luke McKay again. And he's kicked A behind.
So the Eagles they've managed to get it in from that attacking position on the scoreboard sign, but not a good, just a little bit offline with that kick, and the one behind was registered.
The Lions have only got 2 goals for the quarter so far. They've been a little bit wasteful going forward. Miranda's been able to get numbers back there. There's 2 here on Riley Corbett on this occasion. The ball hits the deck. Lockie Parker gathers it in. Hand passes on to Kyle Watts, then on to Matt Hamlin, and it's a goal for the Lions on that occasion.
A very quick rebound from the other end for the Eagles. Too quick, the Lions. Too many numbers across the centre. Clean possession. The Eagles. If you fumble, we all know if you fumble, this Lions side will make the most of it, and that's what happened. So they were able to transfer play to the other end very quickly. So that sees the Lions at 16-7, 90 or 15, is it? I can't.
16, guys.
16-7 it will be, 103. The Eagles 3 goals to 20. So we're still awaiting the Eagles to open their account this quarter. Ball up back in the centre.
Yep. It's been taken by Dan Foley in the ruck on this occasion, but the umpire will ball it up once again. Miranda have been able to get numbers back in this quarter and sort of stagnated the Lions scoring. It's just been a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment. They get some clear ball out here to Sam Martin, who passes it on to Matty Hamlin here on the half-forward flank. Chips one over the top to Kai Watts.
Made position well there, Andrew. Will he be able to have a shot, or will he be looking to pass this off?
I think he'll be looking to pass this off. It's probably a little bit too far for Kai. He's going to go back and send it in though. It's gone high. We've got Olsen down there and he's taken a good mark, used the body well, and he'll go back to kick his, shouldn't miss this one from dead in front.
Olsen made perfect position then for the ball. He sort of was able to muscle his opponent out of it, put those big tall timber arms up, and the rest is history. He marked it cleanly, and he should pot this easily.
That's his 3rd goal, Olsen.
So Jacob Olsen stepped up from where he started in the first quarter with possession, with some towering marks in that. You pity anyone that's got to play on also with that height advantage and his skills. He's a good mark. If he gets clean side of the ball, you know he's mostly probably 7 or 8 times out of 10. Andrew, he's gonna take clean possession.
Yep. So Dan Foley's in the ruck. Also has moved forward to full forward.
Ball comes back to the centre. So we're sort of getting late in the 3rd term now. Score really blowing out now. But, what can the Eagles do for the rest of this quarter?
Tommy Anderson still on the bench with that knee. The umpire's deemed to be a hold here, and it's a free kick to Miranda on this occasion. Young De Bruin.
They'll be looking to build on this.
He sends the ball in long there. John O'Neill attempts to spoil. The ball's knocked down, gathered in by Tom Sussay. Gets a hand pass on to Den Foley. Another one across to Kirk Martin as the Lions look to move it forward. It's a little chip kick here that's hit the deck, but gathered in well by Jesse Lander. The Lions small brigade today have crumbed very well. It's a free kick to Jack McKegg there. Front on contact.
Plays on.
Gets one in and hits the chest to Riley Corbett. In a similar position to that last shot he had, where he didn't make the distance. On this occasion he'll line up about 30 metres out on a tight angle.
So Riley's on a tight angle in the left forward pocket for the Lions, right there in front of the Ganmain News Agency sign. He's going to be a deliberate shot. He's not looking to palm it off, so it'll just be a matter of accuracy, Andrew.
Yep, goes back on his way in. It's a good kick. Jacob Olsen likes it.
Goal umpire doesn't move. Goal umpire moves forward on the line, signals a goal.
And that's Riley Corbett's 2nd goal.
Andrew mentioned earlier, the Lions have shared the goal kicking around today. You would have thought with a scoreboard like that their spearhead Riley would have a bag by now, and he still might. We've got another quarter to go, but the Lions have shared it around today. So we wait for the ball to come back to the centre.
Yes, so they've made a change in the ruck, Narrandera. They're going for a very small ruck here in young fella, and young Hutchins has gone deep to the goal line for Miranda. So Dan Foley has no trouble winning that ruck down to Jesse Lander, who's having a very good quarter. Kicks the ball forward, gathered by Miranda here. It's a chip kick away, gathered by Mackay for Miranda. He kicks the ball long, a big barrel. Ball hits the deck. John O'Neville's wrapped up here in a tackle, and the umpire says, "Give it to me," and we'll ball it up. Centre half forward there for Narrandera.
Dan Foley and Jess Lander, Andrew, pretty strong influence on the game in this quarter.
Yes, they've had very good quarters. Lockie Parker comes through there, handballs the ball forward to Jesse Lander. Tommy Anderson's back on the field there, tapped on by Riley Corbett here to Kai Watts. On his right side, sends one in long to Olsen. Almost marks it, the ball hit. But the central umpire's deemed a free kick here to Olsen, but for holding against Angus Durnan.
You've got to feel a bit sorry for him. He's up against it size-wise there. Not a lot he can do. He's just trying to curb also.
I think Aaron Proctor's gathered that ball in when it hit the deck.
In the meantime, they've played on and got a goal.
Yeah, goal to Aaron Proctor that time, Guy. Yes, he played on and finished it off.
Interesting though was that the goal umpire, the boundary umpire furthest away, did he pay that free kick? Or?
Yeah, Alex Manley in the centre of the ground paid that free kick.
Anyway, I guess that's why we've got 3 umpires to pick up what one may miss. Ball back in the centre.
Dan Foley in the ruck, wins it once again. Tapped down, gathered in by Lockie Parker. Jesse Lander picks it up, kicks it forward. Tommy Anderson gave a quick hand pass on to Jack McKeag. He can settle for goal here, over the top, and he's kicked his 4th, Jack McKeag.
Andrew, it doesn't take much for McKeag once he's got a look at the goals. He's pretty dead eye there in that position.
He had 14 goals up to today, Jack, but that's his 18th goal for the season, and as we were saying earlier, it's good to have multiple goal kickers. You're not relying on one player to kick all your goals, and Jack on occasions he's getting the 3rd or 4th best defender, so he's
effort.
finishing off with on the scoreboard.
Good effort from young McKeag today. He's doing good, sort of ruck roving that forward line, reading the ball off the packs in a good manner.
Credit to Jack, he's done a lot of work pre-season, got himself very fit, lost a few kilos, and he's reaping the rewards this year by his efforts. Ball play on by the umpire there. Narrandera got the ball across half-back, and they kick out to the far wing here. Push the ball forward there. Sam Martin spoils, gathered in by Locke Parker. He gathers it well. Hand pass on to Tom Sussay. He's wrapped up quickly in a tackle. Dan Foley gathers. He has to get rid of the ball quickly. Aaron Proctor attempts to mark. Kirkman's pushed forward. He's got a bit of clear space here. Bit of time. Gets one out to Riley Corbett, who snaps.
Goal umpire doesn't move, Andrew. I think it's going to be a goal.
And that's Riley Corbett's 3rd goal.
So Riley's coming into the play now with what's he got? 2 or 3 goals this quarter, Andrew.
He's got 2 goals this quarter, guys. So
Right.
that's his 3rd goal of the match. And Sam Martin will be pretty happy with their efforts in this last 10 minutes, where the game's starting to open up now.
Andrew spoke about Jack McKeag with a very serious pre-season. Before Christmas, I spotted Jack McKeag running on a very hot day around a Wagga circuit, and the proof has paid off for Jack. So the scoreboard now shows us the Lions at 21 goals 7, 133. The Eagles 3-2-20. The Eagles, Andrew, haven't scored this quarter. Is that correct?
No, I think you might be correct there, Guy. If not, they've only scored a point, but the ball is in to be balled up once again now in the centre of the ground there. Dan Foley in the ruck again for the Lions. Olsen's resting forward there, but they clear the ball through Cooper Irons. It's a long barrel, but Sam Martin's under this ball and he takes a mark. Plays on immediately to John O'Neville, hand pass. Then out wide here to Matt Kanagi. He's under a bit of pressure. The ball's gone over the line. Oh, free kick. John O'Neville's deemed to have one over the shoulder there of Cooper Irons, who'd done a little bit of staging, but he's got the free kick.
He's had quite a few possessions, this young fellow, Andrew.
Yes, no, he's a very good footballer. Sam Martin gathers the ball in deep there. Dan Foley to Kirkman once again. Ganmain's backlines worked very well today. They've linked up very well. Josh Walsh has got the ball on this occasion. He looks to clear the ball wide to the Sussay brothers. Tom and Jack here. Tom gathers the ball. Gets it over the top. Kirkman's followed on very well here. He's
Lions with numbers, Andrew.
yes, he kicked it in to the forward line there. Kai Watts has got it over the top. All he has to do is give it, but he's overrun the ball here. It's in dispute. Cleared by their coach Jordan Harrington. And they get the ball out onto that far wing there. Jack Sussay attempts to keep it in play here for the Lions.
Young Eagles players did well, and they were under siege there in that in their back pocket. They did well to clear the ball there.
Aaron Proctor stops their advance there. The Narrandera, and it's wrapped up by Tom Sussay there in a tackle. Aaron Proctor gathers again.
Umpire's still keen to let it go. Don't want to be involved.
Play on, he calls umpire, and Sam Martin sends it in to Riley Corbett on the lead. No, he's dropped it. It's played on.
The Eagles under all sorts of pressure late in the third term.
It's a lot of contested ball there at the moment. They clear it out the back. Picked up by Luke McKay, and he gets a short pass. He's very good foot skills, Luke McKay, and he finds a teammate. Runs on to gather the ball there. Kicks it wide. Almost a mark to Narrandera, but it goes over the line.
Ball's gone out of bounds on the true half-back flank for the Eagles in front of the insurance house sign. So, yeah, siren any minute. We might be another score. Don't know that the Eagles can score from here, Andrew. They're a long way from their goal. They're under terrible pressure.
Yep. The ball's come in, and Jack Sussay's almost tackled there as he gets rid of the ball. It's come into the hands of Narrandera bloke who's calling his teammate to run at him.
He's looking desperate, looking for something. Miranda have made something of this. They've gained possession at the half-back flank position. He's looking to give it off. So Andrew, another strong quarter from the Lions. As we mentioned earlier, they kept the Eagles scoreless that quarter. And so what Sam Martin be a little bit happy with the Lions that quarter, would he? With other people getting involved and none of that selfish play. They're looking for one another and setting up in a fashion that would, he'd be looking to set them up later for the finals later in the year when they come up against the better sides.
Yes, no, there's been consistent performers across the park there today. Tom Sussay, that quarter on that wing, had a lot of ball. The half-back line of the Lions there, Sam Martin, Ben Walsh, Kirkman have been very strong back there.
Just too strong for the Eagles, Andrew, aren't they? Like the experience of the Walsh boys there and that across that half-back, and Sam Martin has cleared the ball on a number of occasions, and Riley's come into the play there, and Riley would be a little bit disappointed that he hasn't been able to take more grabs today, but perhaps if a couple of weeks off he's looking to get back into it. But all credit to his opponent. His opponent's checking him fairly closely, and that's a big task too.
Yep.
So you mentioned in the 17s, was it? The Narrandera got up.
Yeah, Narrandera won the 17s.
So that bodes well for their, they got some promise there in their juniors.
Yeah, they got a few handy players there, and it's been a tough few years for Narrandera, but I think in their juniors they've got some good kids coming along.
Of course, holding those juniors, as we all know, holding those juniors in your local town, they tend to go away to university or seek employment. That's another issue, but anyway, we've all got the same problem. So the umpire comes in, he's going to ball.
Olsen back in the ruck. Young Hutchins is playing at centre forward, and they've cleared the ball through Matthew Hamlin, who kicks the ball down to Dan Foley at centre forward here. It's at his feet, attempts to pick it up and get his handball away. Narrandera try to clear the ball, gathered in by Aaron Proctor. He breaks the tackle, gets the ball out to Matty Hamlin, who kicks a short one in forward to Kai Watts. And the ball's gone over the boundary line and out of bounds.
Ball will be thrown in out there in front of the Ganmain Sports Club sign. Of course, the sports club will gather at the sports club this evening, and this vision from Baz, you'll be able to sit back and watch the football and get warm and have a cold beer.
So Dan Foley grabs the ball out of the ruck. Kai Watts gives a little bump, and I think he's deemed a push in the back here, which is a little bit tough.
Umpires paid a push in the back there, so Lions player's not happy with it, but
He didn't use the palm of his hands, he just bumped him there, but anyway, the umpire deemed that was a free kick to the opposition.
so we're just waiting for the ball to come back. So the Eagles, they're going to clear the ball with a kick from the true fullback position.
They kick the ball back in here to the wing, and it's intercepted by Tommy Anderson, who just drops the mark there, attempts to get his handball away, grabbed by their coach Jordan Haddington. Tommy Anderson gets a free kick,
High tackle,
high
Andrew.
tackle there, yep, and he'll line up here.
Within range, Andrew.
He's within range, Guy.
Bit of an angle, tight in the left forward pocket for the Lions. He's looks like he's going to have a deliberate shot. He'll be coming in. He's probably going to kick from around about 30. He plays on round the mark, and he's good enough to pull it off. He's good enough to slot the goal. Played on, dummied the player on the mark, and Tommy Anderson. How many goals now for Anderson?
That's 3 goals for Tommy Anderson today. So 3 goals to Tommy Anderson, Riley Corbett, Jacob Olsen, and Kai Watts, and 4 goals to Jack McKeag. 1 each to Daniel Foley, Matthew Hamlin.
So the Eagles, they didn't make much. They had that. They got that possession, Andrew, and they were under pressure. Just didn't clear it with a clean kick. Couldn't take it away.
No, not on that occasion. I say countless times today,
So
Ganmain have been able to shut the opposition coming out of the
Scoreboard
defence.
now climbing. Lions 22-7, 139. Eagles 3-2, 20.
The ball's been cleared by the Lions. Jack McKeag tries to garrow it in there at centre forward, but it's been marked by Narrandera. The umpire's called play on, deemed not far enough there. That kick from Jack McKeag, and now umpire will ball it up there at centre forward for the Lions. Dan Foley in the ruck, taps it down, gathered by Jesse Lander, tries to get his kick away. Play on, says the umpire.
Eagles under pressure, Andrew, deep in their back line.
Yep. Gathered by Jack Sussay, he's well tackled here. Luke McKay has the ball and clears the ball for Miranda and finds a teammate here in young Grinter. He goes to go down the wing, but it's intercepted and over the line by Kirk Mann, who's had a very good game today after travelling up from Melbourne yesterday.
So it's gone out of bounds there right in front of the Narrandera bench, in front of the Commons Hendricks sign there, Andrew. Great sponsors of the club, as I mentioned earlier. So the boundary umpire are waiting to throw in.
Miranda win the ruck here. Ball's wrapped up there. They can't get it clear. Good tackle by Matt Canaghi on his Miranda opponent. The umpire will ball it up once again.
They've let it go all day, Andrew, to see if the players can get the ball out. But
They have, Guy. There's been quite a few ball ups today. Olsen taps it down. Kicked forward by Jesse Lander. Jack McKeag under this one. Doesn't take the mark. It hits the ground.
high tackle, Andrew, I believe.
Yeah, high tackle there on Kane Williams. So he gets the kick. Goes to look wide here and finds Ryan Price. He looks to play on, pushing the ball downfield, comes infield, finds his Narrandera opponent. They play on here. Sam Martin goes to intercept there. The ball's in dispute once again and it's wrapped up.
Ball comes out eventually.
Sam Martin gets swung around a tackle. Kirkman quick hands here by the Lions. They get their ball away. Narrandera gathered here and throw. Metcalfe kicks the ball in long to open spaces there on the forward line. Racing for his Fergus English and Josh Walsh. Gathering in the ball is Matty Hamlin. He kicks it wide to Tommy Anderson in a race to the ball here with his opponent. Gathers it in.
Lions with space and numbers, Andrew, now out on the scoreboard flank.
It's been a good mark by Kai Watts there on that far wing. He looks to come in board on his favoured left foot looking for Riley Corbett. It's gone over his head. The ball's bouncing towards goals there and it's going to go through for a behind.
I think the Narrandera player there, he did the only thing he could do. He sort of he helped it over the line.
Yeah.
And
without giving a free kick away.
Narrandera again under pressure in their back line as the Lions look to surge again. So we're going to have a kick in from the fullback position.
The coach once again, Jordan Haddington, kicks it in. Ben Walsh is under this one, misses the mark. Ball hits the ground. It's a free kick to Narrandera though. Play on, the umpire's called, and free kick was to Rothney. He's kicked it forward. It's been a good mark to Riley Corbett.
Riley's dragged that one in. He'll be happy with that. He's might have hurt his finger or something with that grab.
He's had a finger dislocating on occasions the last few weeks, and it might have happened again on that occasion.
He'll be a bit happier, Andrew, with that clean grab, and even though he took the ball to the ground, it was a clean grab. So, so he's just probably 25 out, a little bit left of the top of the goal square.
Yeah.
No problem with distance, it'll only be accuracy.
Yeah.
Riley Corbett comes in to drop punt on his right foot. No problem at all. Goal umpire doesn't move. Riley adds to his score with another goal.
That's his 4th goal, Riley Corbett, today.
So Riley's coming into the play now in this last term.
Tom Susse and Aaron Proctor come to the bench, and on to replace them is Isaac Crouch and Lockie Parker.
So Sam Martin's giving a chance for Isaac Crouch to have a run here, get a few touches late in the game.
Olsen in the ruck.
Ball back in the centre. Yes, Olsen's back in the ruck. Miranda will be up against it, as we know.
Knocks the ball down, but it's gathered by Luke McKay. Kicks it forward here. It's a long kick, and the umpire's deemed a free kick here to Bernard Toohey for holding.
Yeah, I think he held him a bit early and brought the Narrandera player to the ground. I think, in fairness, I think the kick was there. So he'll kick from the true full forward position, probably 35 out, Andrew, straight in front, and he'll kick to the Waterview Street end of the ground.
Toohey, a premiership player with Wagga Tigers in 2016 when coached by Sean Campbell, comes in for goal.
So he's affected the drop punt on his right foot. The goal umpire doesn't move.
And it's a goal.
And so now with Miranda have been able to post a goal. I think that's their first score since the second quarter, Andrew.
Yep. Yeah, that's their first goal since the 3 they kicked in that second quarter.
Ball on its way back to the centre. Eagles will be, they'll be looking to push this game right to the finish. I know they're no chance on the scoreboard, but they'll be really looking to, their coach will be looking for them to compete for the rest of the game, Andrew.
Yeah, so we'll be looking to finish this game off and probably looking towards next week. I'm not sure who they play, but Olsen taps it down and its ball's wrapped up. There'll be another ball up in the centre of the ground there.
We've had a number of ball up, Andrew, today.
Yes, there has been today, and Olsen wins that ruck clearly, takes it out of the ruck and kicks it forward. Dan Foley's under this one and takes a strong mark, but just drops it at the last occasion. Played on, picked up by Jack McKeag, who gives a short pass to Matt Hamlin. He'll line up for goal. Bit 30 out.
Bit easy there, just after I praised Narrandera that they would be looking to, try and defend grimly. It came out a little bit easy there, and the Lions will have a shot through Matt Hamlin. Nearly dead in front, 30 out. Goal umpire doesn't move, goes over his head. The result will be another major for the Lions. So
that's Matt Hamlin's second goal today. He's had a pretty good game.
Been busy all day.
Yep,
been busy. A lot of the Lions smaller brigade have been busy all over the ground.
Yep, there's been a lot of contributors by their small players today. Kai Watts up forward there's kicked 3 goals, and Tom Susse on that far wing, and Tommy Anderson, Matt Hamlin.
So the scoreboard shows now the Lions 24 goals, 8 behinds. 140. What's that, Andrew? 142, is it? 24, 8.
Yep. 152, is it?
152.
Yep.
So that's what you call a percentage building score, Andrew, which can be quite helpful later in the season.
That's right. The Lions have been able to restrict opposition sides to low scores all year, which has been beneficial in their percentage. As the ball comes out in the wing, the race the ball is Michael Rofty. Keeps his feet, very important, and he gathers in, dodges back inside, gives it to Lockie Parker that didn't see the opposition coming, and he's wrapped up in a strong tackle.
Not enough talk there from the Lions. He must have thought he was clear there, Andrew, but it was a good tackle in the finish and a good decision by the umpire. No problem.
Coach Sam Martin stressed there at half-time that he wanted more direction from the players around the ball rather than calling for it. So on that occasion, there was a bit of a lack of talk there, and Lockie was caught as the ball comes forward here through Narrandera. Looking to post their 5th goal here if they can get on the end of this one. It's a long kick in here, numbers for the Lions underneath, and deemed another free kick to Narrandera here.
No, the Lions got a free kick.
The Lions on that occasion, right, yes.
Lions get to clear it from the true fullback position.
Ben Walsh kicks it long to Tommy Anderson here in the wing. He's got Matty Hamlin racing across downfield. It's low. He's gathered at his feet. Gained possession. Lions under pressure here. Turn it over. Have they? No, it's still in dispute.
Dangerous tackle the umpire's called, and so Matt Hamlin a little bit fortuitous there. He's going to get a free kick, but never mind, the discretion was there.
He passes it on to Jack Sussay on the wing here, and he'll look to go forward. A bit of movement up forward from the Lions. He looks to send it long. He's got Kai Watts deep. There's Luke McKay over the back there for Narranda, and he takes a strong mark.
Real good mark in the true defensive position there for the Eagles. He's looking out on that scoreboard flank, Andrew. He's looking for numbers, but they just can't get it. The Lions look a bit strong out there. They'll bring it back in.
It's gone over the top there, and Sam Martin's gathered it in and looked inside and found Jesse Lander about 40 metres out. Probably test Jesse with his kicking this one, but he's going to go back and have an attempt.
Once again, the wind won't be an issue. It's a still afternoon. Light is fading here at the sports ground. Halfway through the last quarter. Jesse Lander comes in. Right foot kick, drop punt. Won't carry the distance. Narranda are able to
touch it on the goal line.
Bring it in for a one behind. So it'll be a kick out. It'll be a kick out from that result of that point, from the fullback in that position. What can Narranda do? They just can't get enough numbers. Andrew against this defensive Lions. Oh, he's gone for a wobbly punt. It's been fortuitous.
Paid off the big barrel from Headington, and then Narranda look to push forward here. They've got numbers out the back, marked on the wing here by Cooper Ryans.
Mentioned him earlier. A number of possessions, Andrew.
Lions are scrambling to contain this one, and it's well marked by Ben Walsh there. And he looks to go across field. Matt Hanneman's pushed down deep. He's got the ball, kicks across to Sam Martin on that far flank.
Been solid all day, Andrew, in that defensive position. Yep. Ben Walsh.
Kicks infield to Dan Foley, gathers it again, Sam Martin, gets the old 1-2 off Kirk Martin and sends it in long. He's got Olson on the big lead there, and that's good play from the Lions.
Good delivery. You've got to feel sorry for a defender in that position. The ball was delivered cleanly, also was running onto the ball. All he had to do was mark it. And now, of course, all he got to do is kick it. Also, a favourite, he'll be pretty confident he can slot this, Andrew. What, he's going to kick from 45, is he?
Yeah, he's going to kick from 45 as he comes in here. He's kicked 3 goals already today. He's lining up for his 4th. It's a good kick. It's going to fall short.
But Riley brings the ball to the ground. He couldn't quite clean grab it, but a snap by the Lions.
And it's through for a behind.
One behind.
Michael Rothny's kicked it behind.
So again, Eagles bring it in quickly.
Theo Midcuff has the ball in the back pocket for Miranda. He looks to pass off a short one there. It's missed. It's forced over the line by the Lions here, and Jack Sussay, and it'll be a throw in.
So it's out of bounds there in front of the Matt Hattie Electrical. Of course, Matt very involved in the junior president in the Andrew.
That's right, Guy, yes.
A number of boys coming up that love their footy.
So Olsen takes the ball out of the ruck. Short pass on to Jesse Lander. He has a shot on goal, and he's kicked it.
He's been busy all day, Jesse, and he's able to get another goal.
That's got Jesse's first goal.
First goal. Well, yep. There you go. He's taken till halfway through the last quarter to get a 6-pointer, but yeah, he's been involved all day.
Yeah, he's been a very good contributor. He's in good form, Jesse, playing some good football. There's been a lot of good contributors today. There hasn't been too many passengers in the Lions side.
The Lions brought Dan Walsh to the bench for a bit of a spell late in the game.
Ben Walsh has gone into the ruck here and to take this centre bounce.
Umpire waits for the players to set themselves.
Getting very dark here at the Ganmain Sports Ground.
Wants the water boy to clear the square.
Ben Walsh wins the tap down. It's gathered by Narranda, well smothered by Ben Walsh.
Umpire's in the road again there, Andrew.
Yes,
had to backpedal.
Rolled over again, the umpire, and it's come out into the ring. It's a race to the boundary line. It's gathered by Narranda here.
Oh, he's under a lot of pressure, Andrew, but he probably didn't do too bad and finish that Narranda player. So
the ball will be thrown in.
So the ball will be thrown in not far from the landmark Narranda sign.
Ben Walsh in the ruck with young Ben Hutchins.
Plenty of talk going on even late in the game.
Tapped down by Ben Walsh to Kirkman. Lockie Parker's got it. It's a high kick up high here. Sam Martin's under it. Attempts to mark it. It's hit the deck. Lockie Parker goes to regather the ball. He's wrapped up in a tackle. Gets his handball away. Jesse Lander gets a rough old kick out to the flank. Gathered by Matt Carnegie. Hand passes on to Tom Susso, who chips one across to Matt Hamlin's got a heap of space. Awkward bounce though. He gathers it in.
Good enough to gather it, Andrew, and now he picks up and he's able to get clean possession. Who's he picked out
He's
there?
found Michael Rothney on that far wing. He handballs onto it.
Lions
Running Sam Martin here. He looks up forward.
Lions
He's got Olsen under this one. He's kicked it up. A perfect kick for Olsen, and all he has to do is just stick the hands up and bump his opponent to the side and take a good strong mark.
Lions were able to link their numbers then, Andrew, with Sam Martin running across there, and he was able to deliver cleanly to also who we met. It's like just we keep saying, once he's front and centre, if the ball's delivered to him in that situation, almost impossible to stop him from marking, and he comes in and boots another goal. Fourth goal for Also. Also, I'll be pretty happy with his game today. I know we're not playing the strongest of opponents, but it's any form, any good form is good form.
Yes, Ganmain's coach today, Sam Martin, showed a lot of run and carry from that half-back line today.
He's been strong off half-back, Andrew. Yep.
He was a under-18 national champion runner at a teenage level growing up, and yeah, he's got a lot of ability in that running game.
Looks like he could run another quarter if we had to, I reckon.
Yep. No, he's been very good today off that half-back line. As Ben Walsh wins the ruck there. It's a free kick to Aaron Proctor for holding there. He looks downfield now, and it's a kick to Michael Rothney on the lead. He's gathered it about 70 metres out there on the far side.
He's having a pretty good quarter, Andrew.
Yes, he's having a good game. He's had a few weeks off with work commitments, travelling from Orange, and it's good to see him get a few possessions today.
We're going to see a boundary throwing out in front of the Brian spreading service, so if you've got any urea to spread, bring badge. Pretty wet at the moment. You might want to give him a couple of weeks. I think he was pretty busy last week, the young badge. So, but he'll be on it once he can get back on the ground. I think the ball, Andrew, the umpire will
ball this up. It's a good tackle from Michael Rothney there, but the umpire's going to ball it up about 15 metres out from goal. The Lions are looking to get their next major. Olsen's in the ruck. It's cleared by Narrandera here though, and the ball's come down. Sam Martin in front, attempts to mark. Lockie Parker gabs it in. Handball back to Matt Carnegie. He looks to send it in. It's a low, short pass onto the chest of Riley Corbett.
Riley Corbett's read that, Andrew. He saw the player, the Lions player. He led and clean mark, clean chest mark. Should be a piece of cake to slot this through.
It was a good, strong lead, and he'll line up by about 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He's looking to kick his
fifth, will it be?
Yeah, lining up for his fifth goal. Strikes it well. The umpire's had to move to his left, and it's gone through from behind.
It's gone left to right a little bit. Riley wouldn't be happy with that. He'd be keen to finish get a few more goals. Well, there's plenty of goals to be scored. Never mind. Ball brought back in by the Eagles. They're still.
It's a 50-metre penalty there. Matty's give a late hit on his opponent, and
umpires have been onto that today, Andrew.
They've been very good today. The umpires have done a good job, and Narrandera looked to play on here for Cooper Ryans.
I reckon he'd be near one of Narrandera's best, the young
Yes,
Lions.
he's had a good game. He gets this ball back here and kicks it downfield, and it's a good pass, but the ball's been dropped there by the Narrandera player. Jack Susso goes to gather it in, and he's deemed to be caught with the ball. Cooper Ryans had followed that kick up and has got the free kick. Narrandera's looking to get their fifth goal here.
He's been well rewarded. If you play hard, play at the ball, you'll be rewarded by these umpires by the look of it, Andrew.
Unfortunately, he's turned it over, and Aaron Proctor's stepped in there and taken the ball. He's gone out wide here to Kirkman. Touches the ball on the ground, gives it back to Sam Martin. He's got to keep going here. He's under pressure. Gathers it in here. Jack McKegg gathers it on the line. Misses his teammate in Isaac Crouch. Aaron Proctor goes in hard. It's well contested here on the boundary line. And the umpire's going to ball it up here.
Plenty of aggression at the ball here, Andrew, even though it's late. Only probably 7 or 8 minutes to go. Plenty of aggression from both sides, despite the scoreboard. domination from the Lions. Umpire calls play
Free
on to the
kick and
Eagles.
play on here to the Eagles, and
No surprise, it's young Irons that's able to take it.
he's kicked wayward again, and it's been marked by Tom Sussay there. He's pushed back from that wing, and he's played on and kicked it out to Matty Hamlin on the far wing. He's got a long ball to Kai Watts here. The ball's hit the deck, and it's gone over the line.
So the ball's gone out of bounds over there, Andrew, in front of the Irvine signs. So the young Irvie, well, he's not so young anymore.
No,
He's
Anthony
gone on with
Irvine.
a career, Anthony, and I think he's actually going to contest the local election over at Temora. There's a little bit in the Temora paper if you want to follow that, or have a look on Facebook. There's a bit going on for Anthony. He doesn't mind having a bit of a chat. So ball's in dispute.
Good.
It'll be a ball up, I think, Andrew.
Yes, the ball up there. Jack McKeag was in the ruck on that occasion, but it's been wrapped up by the Narrandera team. And now Ben Walsh in the ruck once again. He's having a run in the ruck on this occasion, showing the versatility of the Lions side there. It's gathered by Jesse Lander. He kicks a long one in. And on this occasion, Riley Corbett's used his body.
Riley Corbett was just able to use his body. He didn't push the player. The Eagles player was trying to push back. Riley stood his ground as a big man can, and the ball drifted over the back, and it was an easy mark to Riley. He comes in and slots the goal straight over the goal umpire's head, no problem at all. Riley gets his fifth, Andrew, was it?
Yeah, that's his fifth goal, yep.
He'll be happy. Riley, he'd probably like to get another one. There's plenty of goals been on offer today for the Lions, but five's a pretty handy haul. But good to see him attacking right even late in the game, even when it's the game was decided a long time ago. So that takes the Lions. They're 27 goals, 11 behinds, 173. The Eagles 4-2-26. So a mammoth. That's a probably, I don't know. I can't remember the scoreboard favouring the Lions for a long time, Andrew. And that, by that amount.
That's right. Yes. No. Most of the games this year, been under that 200. And that was, the Lions have had 11 goal kickers again today, which is very good to see. And Sam Martin's gathered the ball here on the wing. He gets a hand pass out to Matty Hamlin as the Lions look to push forward to...
Matt Hamlin's staying busy, Andrew, late in the game. He's had quite a few possessions out on that wing.
And Jesse Land has put that one over, out on the full in the pocket.
Oh, the Eagles are going to be under pressure here. The ball, he's kicked across the front of goal.
Yep.
The Eagles player there, he can't take possession, and it stumbled over out of bounds there in front of the Ganmain pharmacy. And we should support Tin, and we do. Tin does a great job in the pharmacy. I think little town that can have a chemist is terrific service.
Well, the ball's thrown in there, and Miranda in possession there, but it's a good one in marked by Ben Walsh. He chips one over the top here. He's got plenty to pick from, and Michael Roffney's marked the ball about 40 metres out on it. Tightish angle.
So Ben Walsh continuing to get the ball, Andrew. He's been moved into the ruck in the last quarter.
Yep. Yes, he's had a very good game. He's been in good form this year, Ben Walsh.
So what chance from here, Andrew, this goal?
Oh, Michael struggled to make the distance on this occasion. He's going to put it right to the top of the square. The ball's tapped down by Riley Corbett. It's gathered in by Kai Watts. Swings around on that trusted left foot.
Oh, he
puts it through.
He's deadly on that left foot, Andrew.
Yeah.
He just got enough to look over his shoulder, and the goal umpire didn't move. So the Lions, they've been strong on that crumbing ball, Andrew. They swoop on that ball once it comes to the ground. Big strength.
Yeah, well, that's Kai's fourth goal today, so their small forwards have been very handy there. Kai Watts, Matt Hamlin, Jack McKeag, medium-sized forward there. Been very good contributors today.
The Lions keen to keep pressuring the scoreboard, Andrew. Late, must only be minutes to go now, but they're not resting on their laurels. They're happy to keep it going. Not sure what's happening here. Another ball up in the centre.
Another ball up, whether it didn't go high enough. He's going to throw it up once again, the umpire. Ben Walsh in the ruck. He's won the tap again, down to Matt Hamlin. Goes to push the ball forward. He keeps persevering. He's tackled high there, but the umpire's deemed the ball to be thrown up.
As I mentioned, Matt Hamlin's had a busy late last term. Number of possessions, and he's still chasing. Oh,
Ben Walsh gets away with a big shove in the ruck there, and the ball's gone out to the flank. It's going in long there. Riley Corbett's under this one, but it's a good mark to Angus Dernan. He was out of position. And he's played on.
Players spoil themselves there. Umpires paid a free kick to the Eagles, I believe.
No, I think he's made that. He's coming back, guys.
Oh no, he signalled the wrong way. So so Isaac Crouch will take it, and he handballs off to Jack Sasso. Oh, he's under terrible pressure.
No vision there.
Sam Martin won't be happy with that. That more should have come of that.
Yep. So Miranda's regathered the ball here through Luke McKay. He gets the ball out to Ryan Price, who's got it here on the wing for Narrandera. He looks to kick downfield. Ben Walsh drops across and takes another strong mark there.
Been strong all day, Andrew, and he's going to be strong to the finish.
Gets across field to Sam Martin, who looks to switch it to the far wing to Tom Sasse. A beautiful kick finds him. Matt Carnegie's on the run here, sends a little one up short there to Riley Corbett, but it's been cut off here by Narrandera.
Looks like that young Irons again out there, Andrew. He's had a pretty handy game for the Eagles.
He's had a good game for the Eagles. They look to retain possession in Narrandera. Angus Stern's got it on that half-back flank from him. He looks to chip it forward there. It's a good pass, but well spoiled by Luke Walsh. The ball hits the deck here. Matt Carnegie's coming in good hands for Matt Carnegie to Luke Walsh. On to Tom Sasse. He looks to send it in long. You've got Kai Watts deep. But it's a good mark to Narrandera over the back. They play on here, switch the ball out to this club room side. Luke McKay's got it on that half-back flank, takes the bounce.
Might
Looking
take
for
two.
someone to come at him.
No, he's going to kick. No, he's run too far.
He
I
has.
called it. I said he might take two, but he's run too far. He's been penalised.
Yes, and it's a free kick
Umpire
to
was
the
on to
Lions
him.
here.
Umpire wasn't going to give him any leniency late in the dying minutes of this game.
It's a free kick to Jesse Lander. There's not much movement up forward for the Lions. He looks to go back in midfield. He's got Aaron Proctor with plenty of room in the centre of the ground.
Full time here, Andrew, Ganmain Sports Ground. Assuming the scoreboard is correct, the scoreboard to me reads 28-11, 179. The Eagles 4-2, 26. So one score after half time for the Eagles. That right?
Yes, that's right.
And the Lions piled on plenty of goals after half time, and once again they shared those goal kickers, Andrew.
Yes, the goal kickers today, they had 11 goal kickers. It was 5 goals to Riley Corbett, 4 goals to Jack McKegg, 4 goals to Jacob Olsen, 4 goals to Kai Watts, then 2 each to Matthew Hamlin. Tommy Anderson had got 3 goals, and Matt Hamlin 2. 2 goals to Aaron Proctor, and then 1 each to Jesse Lander, Sam Martin and Lachlan Parker.
Yeah, overall, Andrew, okay, big discrepancy in the scoreboard, but not a bad entertaining game. I've seen worse games where packs have formed, and we did have our packs, but we've seen some good passages of play, some good clean kicking, some good goal kicking, some good efforts from the Eagles, even though they're undermanned against the Lions side today.
Yeah, no, Sam Martin be very pleased with their performances. The way they ran and attacked off half back there and switched the play, it was good to see. And they've got a big game next week against Turvey Park, so we'd be pleased to see that some of the lesser lights in the side today got amongst the play, and there were some very good contributors all day there. Very difficult, I think, for anyone trying to pick the best players today because,
Well, the number of the goal kickers for the Lions, Andrew, suggests with that goal kicking split up, the standouts would be hard to pick, but the back line really capably led there by Ben Walsh, as per normal. Sam Martin's had a strong game across there, and
Kirk Marn was good across half back there as well, and
Matt Hamlin's been around it all day.
Through the midfield there, Matt Hamlin and Jesse Lander were very good.
Be interesting to see how the awards go, because everyone sees it different, and that's a great thing. So you see how the votes are tallied at the end of the game. But
it was a good effort today there
Sam
from
Martin,
Tom Sasse on the wing. Yeah.
Sam Martin brings the Lions together here now, and as they come off the ground after this very, well, I suppose you've got to call it a thumping win against the Eagles. It's just unfortunately the way the Eagles are travelling at the moment. But Sam Martin won't be letting his boys get in too far ahead of themselves, Andrew, with the win today. They'll enjoy the win, and they'll take out of it lots of things. What they've tried today is they build this season, and look for success in the finals late in September.
Yes.
Later in September, sorry.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's as I say, some sides will be on the improve this second round, and the Lions will look to consolidate their position to get a double chance to give them an opportunity to challenge for that premiership. They're probably in a position where they're come to this stage a little bit quicker than they thought, but you know, make the most of your opportunities, and it's a good chance to be successful this year.
So is that, Andrew, we've just covered that scoreboard, so is it 28-11, 179, 4-2, 26. So that well, that'll conclude our commentary here today.
Yep.
And we'll see what we can bring you in the future at the next home game.
Yes, that'll be a few 2 weeks down the track. Thank you very much, Guy. Thank you, Baz.
Thank you.